Welcome everybody to a short new Project Zomboid series. The theme is going to be an homage to Chris Farley living in a van down by the river. And here is, I know we don't have a van, but I mean that's the main idea. We're actually using the RV interior mod here, which is the main thing I kind of wanted to explore, where we can get to the back seat of one of these trailers and we enter it, and suddenly we're in like another world where there's TV and like refreshments, and maybe we could even keep the power on in here and keep it like our own little slice of civilization. So I'm pretty excited. We've got a bit of a mod list here. I'm going to leave that into the description, in the description of the video. But just the main goal here is get a little bit lost in the new map, Rabbit Hash. And I tried out a couple of little maps here, but I wanted to get... I kind of intentionally wanted to get lost. We can also leave this place. It's not super overpowered because if your van gets really swarmed by zombies, like, you can die in your van, so just be very careful with that. I just want to make sure I can still get back in good, because we were running into a couple of little bugs here and there. But yeah, grab a hot drink and... Well, we didn't actually spawn here. We spawned in this other house over here, and we're kind of off in the woods. I just want to make sure that it's safe, so I'm going to open up my map. But here we are. And we are streaming this, so we might get like a bit of back seating here and there. I think we're in the middle of the county. I really haven't played Zomboid in about 10 months, so I'm like, everything feels really fresh. Oh, there's all of these new markings in the game. I'm probably going to think that a lot of things that have been in the game seem so amazing and new and otherwise remarkable, but I mean, like, otherwise, I'm just a man with a van. And also Brita's weapon mods, which apparently we've got really good loot right here. I don't think we're going to be getting this everywhere, but if we do, I mean, like, awesome. Like, it's just more stuff to use. I totally didn't find this in the place that we visited to sample it. Oh, awesome. Okay, we actually have a lot of shotgun shells, and let's attach this to our belt. Okay, so we already spawned in with a shotgun. That's quite crazy. We've got a double barrel shotgun and an H&R partner shotgun sawed off. This one gets... this one's double barreled. I really don't like the double barreled weapons. I'm going to unload around from this, and then let's just like... let's just put that away. It's been a while since I last played with Brita, but I think that we pretty much killed every single zombie in a city, and it was pretty crazy, but like we still were hardly even scratching the surface, so... let's go ahead and equip this other one. I mean, we might as well. Our character is Benedict Huffington McCringleberry, and he's pretty much just emaciated. He's like a slow reader who's emaciated, but he has other good traits. He has fast learner, organized, out of shape, which isn't very good. But how else is he? He just needs like a little bit more in fitness, but he's already kind of coming along. He's got cat's eyes, dexterous, outdoorsman, just a lot of traits that make it easy for him to kind of like stay up at night and kind of be on the prowl, looking for, well, stuff. And it looks like we've got a duffel bag too already, so we've got some nice loot here a little bit in the first house, but we are going to need something warm to wear. We've actually got some pretty good loot in here. This is good because the zombie spawns are quite high on this map. Like, we're going to have to fight through most of the areas that we go to. But I don't really think that it would be a good idea for me to have, like, a shotgun right from the beginning. So let's go ahead and... I think I'm going to actually bag that. It sounds uncomfortable, bagging a shotgun. I'll just put it in my bag. There we go. I'll probably take... We've got, what, a couple of baseball bats here? I think that is... probably going to be a little bit more maneuverable than, for example, a shovel. But is a shovel...
My beautiful amphib, happy 21
There's
months.
a little bit more. This is kind of crazy. I don't know why my alert box is a little bit weird like that. Hey, SoCal Swede, thank you for the 21 months, though. There we go. Okay, so let's attach that to our back. So we've got the baseball bat. We've got the van.
Zomboid? Hell yeah, brother.
It's a little bit funny, like my alert box is being kind of weird. Whatever, we'll just take like a slightly more robotic, weird TTS for this time. Hey, John Dingus, thank you very much for the sub. Alright, so here we are in our van. I could do like a bit of scouting, but I kind of feel like I want to bring this trailer with me. Like, you know, I'm afraid that I'll lose the trailer. And also, too, backing up with the trailer is an extreme pain. Like, I haven't really got to the end of that yet. But the trailer just does... Oop, there we go. We almost hit that sign. I thought we would. I feel like I hear, like, a car alarm in the distance. Yep, there's definitely a car alarm over there. I do believe that there is some activity over there. Okay, there is water over there. Do you see that? Right on the edge. We're probably getting near to a river. We could park the van by the river and then, like, live our life separately from the van and the river, and then perhaps return to the van and the river as man and van when we're ready in good time. But it also seems like maybe we're going to need to, well, cut down a few trees here, and I don't want to get too lost in the woods. Right, you know what? I think it would be a better idea to leave some of the shotgun shells here. Yeah, there we go. And let's put the shotgun... Oh, look, we have a Walkman in our bag. How very 90s of us. There we go. Maybe it has, like, a great song. Some of the great songs of the 90s in it. We've got our axe and we've got our belt. And I do kind of want to stealth this one out if that's possible. I know stealth almost never works. Ever, but I do believe that we're near civilization a little bit. Yep. And there we go. The people of Rabbit Hash have prepared for the man in the van down by the river. Again, Chris Farley, great comedian. This is actually one of the first series I ever wanted to do, but I never knew how to make it interesting, but since someone made the RV interior mod, it's just gotten so much better, all my options. Nope. All right. I'm going to run away because I haven't played Zomboid in a while. It seems to me as if the ambiance has really improved in this game. Like, I'm hearing crickets and cicadas and other delicious bug life. Here we go. That sounded like a death to me, if there ever was one. We don't have on multi-hit either, so it is actually going to be quite challenging to fight some of these people. But again, I think pretty much our only strategy here is just hit and then run away. And again, we are, like, kind of emaciated, so don't want to take too many risks right now. I'm not a big risk taker. What did I tell you? Airy and maneuverable, the baseball bat. Like, the shovel... maybe hits with more punch, but there we go. That's a second one. Thank God we're not getting all of this blood on the van. Oh, that's not even our van. I mistook that for our... You know, I'm going to say van a lot. We don't actually have a van. We have a pickup truck and a trailer, but it's all just a van to me. It's all just a van. There we go. 3, 4... And already our character has shown to be way more of a wimp than I ever even would have given him credit for in the first place. Question came up, why do I have the damage numbers? I believe that's on... correct me if I'm wrong, I think it has something to do with mod options. It's been a while, though. There used to be a mod where I could actually see the health bars, and I used to use that, but then I found that it became somewhat obnoxious, and I actually don't like that much UI in the game. Ooh, a wallet. Actually did lose my wallet. Oh, wait, no, I did find it. I forgot. Okay, so we have what a lovely jacket to have found. Wow. Lovely. So lovely. You can practically hear Stevie Wonder singing about it. Isn't it lovely? There we are. Let's enter again. Now, we are equipped with a sink. Oh my gosh. Never thought we'd get one. But, I mean, like, this van, which still is to as forth yet, is not yet at the river. So it's still just a van. I mean, to be fair, it's not even a van, but it's a van. Because it's a van to me. Actually, I think I'm going to get back into the van for a moment, only because... I enjoy the quietude of this. Now, that being said, actually, are we getting still the ambience? No, there it goes. It's disappearing. Do you hear that? I know my voice is a little bit louder than it, but that's because I don't want it to, like, crowd it out. Okay, as far as the river goes, as far as van interiors go. So there are a lot of different interiors in this, and this is like a very basic one. This is kind of cramped, but there are better vans we could find. I'm pretty sure that we could like do some kind of interior decorating in here and dismantle these things. I'm not going to go quite that far, but I mean, like, look, we could even turn on and off the lights. I'm going to keep it moody here. Do we have Life and Living TV, actually? I probably should have done this right from the beginning. I'm wondering if we still have a chance for today. We've got no tape. Oh, we've actually got like a VCR player on this. Let's try Life and Living. We'll tune into that. And looks like we don't have anything on right now, but that's going to be the station that we'll turn to just to get some skills. And we can keep checking on that from time to time. I'm pretty sure we don't have power, but yeah, honestly, I'm going to be kind of learning about this mod as we go through. So there we go. For some reason, it gives me the option to enter when I do that. Probably because I got into the other back seat. But we do have a watch now. We don't actually have the date. I believe it's sometime in like late October, but it's 4:40 p.m. So it is going to be getting to be nighttime here. And we've also got on... I honestly forget some of the mods I put on. I believe one of them is HordeNight, though, and I think it's every third day that we're going to get a horde, kind of like in They Are Billions or 7 Days to Die. I just thought that would be kind of a fun challenge for myself, but since it's been a while since I've played the game, I'm like, this might actually be horribly insurmountable, which will kind of be funny. We all died. What a funny happenstance. Or it could just go badly and end the series, in which case we'll just have another one. Living in a bus down by the river. Okay, but the reason I'm clearing a little bit here is because right up this road... I know only this little part that we spawned in of Rabbit Hash. There we go. Okay, that's our first house. There under the roof. Jay Precious, thank you very much for the prime. Alright, we're gonna creep along here. Feeling like kind of a Bear Grylls sort of man. Now we can kind of train our sneaking here. It might be worth it to get a couple of the first levels. We got 13. We could just like wander around here. Whoops. Nope, we can't because we're being detected right now. I believe that you get experience for every zombie that you're nearby for which you aren't detected by, or at least that's how it worked. That was a chicken, not a zombie, right? Did you guys hear that clucking? I swear, I don't even know what they added to the game. There's like the whole new foraging system, which I don't even really know anything about. But it does feel good to come back to the game with it feeling like a whole new game. Yes, could have been a turkey. We are getting close to Thanksgiving here. Probably the best American holiday. You should come here if you don't have it. Alright, it looks like the coast is clear. Ooh, a garage. As they say in the United States. Which I am, of course, a native of. Here we are. I did used to live near turkeys back where I went to college. Like, we had local neighborhood turkeys. It was kind of cool. Oh, look, we are, after all, in the United States. Ah, like the outdoor ambiance is kind of dying out. Is this a Noiseworks thing? It sounds really good. Or maybe I just haven't closely listened to Zomboid in a while. This game is so, like, atmospheric, and that's really one of the first things that brought me to it. They did a very good job on this Rabbit Hash map. Like, some of the new map modders have been great. I was checking out Camden, and that looked great too, but I couldn't get it to work with RV Interior for some reason. So here we are, but I really do like this Rabbit Hash already. It kind of brings me back to my own personal favorite, has always been Atox Warriors Erie Country, or Erie County. I can't remember which one is which. But I'm just going to eat all of the high caloric foods that we find, because I really need to gain weight. What am I, 60 kg? Some people think that's 60 pounds. They're like, 60 pounds is horribly underweight. You're going to die. Or they think that when I say like 90 pounds, it's too much. No, that's kg. That's the one thing that's not been Americanized in this game. Like, everything else is Americanized except for everything is kg. Or encumberment. Hey, Volkeg. Thank you. Hey, Volkeg. Thank you very much for the 18 months. Do appreciate that. A bullion cube. I don't actually know what this is. Oh, bouillon. Bouillon. Whoops, like beef bouillon. Whoops. That was nice. I thought it said bullion. I'm like, wait a minute. No one would just eat like a bar of gold. All right, so let's bring all the fat guy foods into our backpack because I think it's a little bit easier to gain weight than lose weight. It's like less urgent. But I wanted kind of an action-packed series, so I did spawns that I thought would give us items like at a decent rate, but not like you can see that food isn't so abundant. I mean, there's a lot here, but this is also kind of a nice house. Here we go, baking tray, griddle pan. All right, nothing there. What was that? Broken glass. Broken glass. Cool spawns in here that we're getting stuff like broken glass. I think they did a really, really good job on this map. The one thing I regret about my channel like doing well on YouTube over the last few years is that right before it started doing well, I was actually getting into Project Zomboid map making and stuff like that. And the community would have had great maps if my channel had never done well. So like out of a very good thing came one bad thing, I suppose. I still have all the files though. And like some of them are up on just wherever I put them, I can't remember. Probably like some forum somewhere. It was a fun thing to do. Anyway, so this has been a pretty good house. I'm really liking the furniture layout of these places. That's nice. Man, Zomboid just feels, finally, it feels fresh and new. Guys, I can't tell you how much this means to me. I left Zomboid alone for about a year because I was just like, I've been playing a lot of it. And now it feels very good to be back. I like this again. I like this again. I don't think I ever really disliked it. I was just like, I had done a lot of it, and I was just like, all right, let's do some other stuff. So we got good, oh, are we on Life and Living here? Triple Technologies Television. No, we don't want Triple N. We want Life and Living. Tune in. Oh, welcome to Exposure Survival. Well, however they would say it. I don't know how the hell they would say it. Definitely not like that. Okay, now we are a slow reader. Cooking, not really going to be that useful. Even traveling, these 3 books aren't going to be super, super useful, so I'm just going to place these in my backpack. What are we learning today? What are we learning today on TV? Oh, and we also got VHS tapes. Omega Department. I guess let's get a VHS tape. Let's party like it's 1999. Oh, what did we just get? Was this... Exposure survival, so this is probably foraging. Oops, no fishing. Fishing is actually quite useful. I had like never fished in Project Zomboid until I had about 500 hours in the game. And it's actually a great skill set. First aid, so basically useless. Mechanics, okay, Mechanics Volume 1 is very useful. That was a good find. Okay. Benedict Huffington McCringleberry already off to a great start. I'm probably going to bring this stuff back to my van, though. No, I really wasn't very careful opening up that door. I swear, I'm going to make some, like, very not smart moves when I'm playing this. Hopefully I won't die, because it's been a while. It's just been a while. I left the show behind, didn't I? Yeah, a lot of people play this game fast. Well, that was most of my first videos, which are mostly privated on Project Zomboid. I was very green back in those days. I would just play on, like, they used to have this mode called Hardcore 6 months later. And I don't think it really has ever gotten a full replacement, but basically the entire map is just painted with zombie spawns. And, like, you would just run for the entire video, get to McCoy, and then just stay at McCoy. They don't still have Hardcore 6 months later, do they? It was, like, a very weird word, because apparently hardcore has, like, other connotations or something like that. I don't even know. But it would just show up weird on YouTube. So here we go. So no more of that. I mean, it was just like the mode name, but whatever. It's a big platform. Right, so we're going to go ahead and put some of this stuff away. I think we'll start getting organized here. We don't really need too much of this. The oven mitt I could pretty much just put... Oh, let's put it like on the top of the shelf. That would be kind of like... we really are going to be limited here. I'm going to put the oven mitt on the counter. My God. All right, let's take the spoon. There's nothing that says, like, atmospheric Zomboid, then nicely rotated items. Even the orange plate, we're going to place the plate and you're just going to love it. Yeah, you're really... I love that, personally. It's like a little slice of home. Now I'll turn on the light. There we go. Oh, it's cozy in here. It's nice. I think we are getting, like, maybe we're getting some daylight streaming through. Are we? No, we aren't getting any light streaming through. I didn't know if we would get, like, the sun coming through. Mr. Golden Sun. These ones I will just put on the floor. All right. Officially now, this is my book cabinet, not anymore my cooking area. I think we'll store all of my candy in one part of the RV or the trailer, and then we'll store all of my books in another part. And that's the way it's going to be. And then tonight we'll watch Netflix or something. Although I'm really not safe in here. Like, zombies could be piling up on the outside.
After a long day of flying, a Project Zomboid stream is what I needed. Thank you for this supreme content.
It's good to see that TTS has gotten over her cold and has her normal voice back. Also, Might Night Taco, hold out. Thank you very, very much for the 1,000 bits. Hope you flew well. Man, I remember when I flew, I did PDXCon in Sweden, and I couldn't sleep for more than 2 hours at a time for about 3 days, which were all just, like, dotted by drinking a lot of rum and cokes with Bo and Spiff, and, like, we drank a lot of rum and coke. I accidentally spilled some of it on the hotel floor lobby. I spilled a lot of rum and coke on the hotel floor lobby, but it was a great time. Definitely a fun event to go for, especially for the streamers and the YouTubers, but just like kind of for everyone involved. Except that I also drank 5 cups of coffee that day, and I couldn't sleep at all. So I hope that you're faring a little bit better. Not ramen coke, rum and coke. A ramen coke sounds strange. Well, what, like an Easy Mac and Coke? Yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a good time. I recommend it. Also, too, Finnair, great airline. Really like them. We got a Kit Kat bar on the way there, like some type of American candy. And then we got all this Swedish candy on the way back, or the other way around. I can't remember. Swedish candy, though, is quite good. Like, their chocolate is very sweet. I had one day at the con where I just kind of went out in Stockholm, and I just was, like, kind of a goblin on the streets. I was doing all the tourist stuff. And I just came back with all these bags from IKEA. Like souvenirs for my family. And, yeah, anyway, I got all of this, like, Swedish candy. But I somehow got it on the plane back. Strangely, they frisked me at every airport. They were always, like, detecting something. They were like, there's something wrong. But Stockholm was the one place where I didn't get frisked. So thank you, Stockholm. I do appreciate you not frisking me. Yeah. Good memories. All of it good memories. Don't get it twisted. Now, the reason I kind of like reminiscing on that is because I don't really get this kind of, like, cool weather anymore. We're getting a nice cold front around the United States right now. And, ooh, we've got there we go. But, yeah, I don't know. It's getting me in this, like, wintry mood. Now, I'm going to start collecting these things because I imagine we're going to have to do a lot of work on our RV. Or, like, what if we have to replace something? I mean, our trailer. I keep thinking, like, we'll have an RV, and I'm very hopeful that we'll find one. Or maybe like one of the slightly better vehicles, because I have seen some spawns around here. And here we go. Let's have an entire box of cereal. Who knows what's in here? I saw something really bizarre at the store the other day, guys. I was shopping for cereal because I need to eat. And I saw off-brand Frosted Flakes that were just still called Frosted Flakes. Like, apparently the name hasn't been... I don't know, maybe it hasn't been trademarked. Oh, Jesus. That guy was perhaps more frightening of a jump scare than the off-brand Frosted Flakes themselves. I really didn't expect that. There wasn't a single one in this. Schrodinger Cats, thank you very much for the Prime. Ever been to the UK? Unfortunately, no, I've not ever been to the UK, but it seems like a beautiful country. I'd like to go. That was the only place. That's the only time I've ever been abroad. There we go. I don't think we have too much more coverage or protection in that one. What we could start doing, though, is getting some of the, we could probably start, here we go, rip clothing or, yeah. We could probably start getting some denim and leather padding here because we don't want to get scratched, and it would be a good idea to start tailoring soon. So we could open up some of that in our creepy van. I mean, it is a creepy van. Don't get it twisted. Whoops, you know what I'm doing? I'm not even ripping this right. I forgot that I need scissors. That's how long it's been since I played Zomboid. Oof. Feels good, though. Okay, we got a first aid kit. I'm pretty sure that first aid kits are, like, never actually even worth it at all. Let's go ahead and grab that. So let's just equip that to our secondary, and then we can get what's inside out. Alcohol wipes. Honestly, basically useless. I'll throw them into my bag because they're kind of lightweight and they shouldn't take up too much room. But other than that, I think it's kind of useless. Nope. We do need that bat back out though. There we go. It's 10:40 p.m. It is getting kind of late, so I'm probably getting a bit tired here. Looks like we've pretty much gone through with this entire house. I'm gonna go ahead and take this American flag because I kind of want it for the inside of my van. And look, a map of my beloved Florida. Wow. I mean, the rest of this is just going to become part of Florida one day, you know, the way that these environmental trends are moving, or at least that's what I would suspect. Eventually, we'll all be just one big, happy family in Florida. Let's go ahead and get some sausage. I'm not, you know... I'm just speculating, Teabag, nice. This house is just so nice. I would really like to move in here. Maybe I could even park the van in here. Except that seems kind of, like, risky. We'll take a WD-40. Tire pump also could be useful. We should probably just be picking up any mechanical items that we find. As well as crowbar could be useful for opening windows. Rope. I mean, it's tempting to just take everything. So I think I'm just going to eat more chocolate to help myself carry it. Is this on a server? Nah, I'm just doing a solo playthrough, actually, right now with Zomboid. I would like to do the multiplayer stuff, but I would probably want to do it somewhere with, like, other content creators, and I just haven't, like, dipped my head into that in a while. We had a good one going. I believe it was Clean that was hosting it. I tried doing some of the hardcore RP stuff, but I felt like other people were just, like, way more prepared than me, so I felt like that there was this kind of asynchronousness. Is that a word? Whatever it is. Like, I'd wanted to do RP for a while, but I was just kind of like... Some people take it way... Like, not that there's anything wrong with that. Just different people have different levels of buy-in. It's kind of crazy. Like, the one that I really liked doing was the one we did with Nurse and Remy and Lime and them. That was a good time. There we go. Like, I almost didn't feel qualified, you know? Like, they shouldn't have had me to this. Sometimes people will think that, like, because I have, because I have a lot of subscribers or something now that, like, I'm gonna be good at RP. Like, nope, I'm not good at it. I'm pretty bad at this. There we go. Okay, good, we got... Oh, can we not put it up here yet? Hang on a second, we might need a minute. Wait a second, can I put it beyond the bed? I really would like to put it right there, but if I can't... Oh, it's because I'm not in that square. It's all right. All right, I got it behind the stove. Glorious. Glorious. It's too bad they don't have any other countries' flags in this game, though, you know? Repping the other, repping England is my city, maybe. Oh, we got something. Dr. Cox, talk to you about bladder control. Bladder control? Nope. Okay, let's throw a couple of these items in here as well. Put my large sausage into the... Of all the food stuffs to have found... Oh, we don't really need this belt either. I could probably just throw that on the ground. I'm not really a very good organizer, so I'm just going to throw most of the things that I don't like or don't want that much onto the ground. Some of these things I could fill with water, but let's just try to get most of the crap in here. Here we go. We could do the WD-40, the tire pump, the screwdriver. So most of this stuff I don't really need with me too much. I will bring one of the screwdrivers with me, though, so that I can disassemble things. Hand torch. It's kind of heavy. Ice cream. I'm just going to eat that right now and hopefully start gaining a lot of weight. Good. Look, we're at 60 and double. We got the double chevron. That means that we're gaining a lot of weight. And we're going to be a fat guy in no time. Fantastic. Okay, Benedict Huffington McCringleberry. Soon you'll truly live up to the length of that name with the great girth around your belt. Here we go. Let's get our hammer in as well. And oh my gosh, well, this is actually a very dangerous sausage, of course. We shouldn't be eating it. Let's put these put these in here, and the rip sheets, we'll keep a couple of those with us, but not too many. Usually I just like to take off my clothes whenever I get hurt, after all. Have another drink of water. And I think that this might be my favorite feature in Zomboid, is just balancing an entire mug of water with me wherever I go, which I am miraculously able to do. Fill my mug up. I did get one of these things. I remember when I knocked over that glass of water on my desk when we were playing Bannerlord. I got way too into Bannerlord. So I did actually get a cup holder for my desk, which apparently I'm not using because now I have the water on the desk. Alright, so we're at 4:40 a.m. The early bird gets the worm. In the words of Chris Farley. He probably said it at some point. So I'm just going to attribute all of the quotes to Chris Farley. Hopefully he will have said them. Was that a zombie? Now, we do want to be careful here, because if zombies come, we've got only one exit to this thing. And we do have HordeNight, so, like, every third day I'm going to die. I mean, pretty much. So we need to get our van somewhere a wee bit safer, let's say. So I did clear out that house. So I think I want, like, some other exterior layer. And although I would like to be camping by the river, let's park in the garage by the river. And then later on, once we've kind of, like, filled up our van with treats and other things that will make me fat, really, that's all that this is. It's just like a quest to get fatter. I didn't really mean to back up this way, but, like, once the trailer has made its decision on what obstacles to collide with, there's not really much going back from there, folks. So here we are again. Good. I'm hoping that I can fit this into the garage, but if not, then we're going to have to either find or make a bigger garage. We could build a bigger garage, but is this the type of activity to which I can give my time right now? Is this some incredibly ridiculous challenge? I don't know. I mean, is living in a van down by the river that ridiculous? Or is it really the only rational way to live? Does anyone here in chat live in a van? I mean, I like to think that I'm the type of person who would hold up in a van. But whenever I see the videos on YouTube of the people living in vans, they don't really look that happy. They look like they're coping with the van. Like, occasionally they'll look happy for about 20 minutes, and then somebody will be like, I heated up my dinner on the muffler today. And that just makes me sad and upset. Okay, we've got a fire truck over there, and we've got a white... Whoever left your white sedan in the park, or whoever's the owner of a white sedan, you left your lights on. As, of course, Chris Farley probably said at some point. Here we go. Ah, nice leather jacket. Oh, now we're styling. That's nice. That is nice. Oh, a red digital watch. The privilege of wearing this. Yes, I'll put that. I'll have one wrist watch on one wrist. Oop. I was just basking in the glory of wearing this wristwatch. Trying to take that moment from me. Then we'll put on a holster. Here we are. Okay, Ranger jacket is not bad, but I don't think it's as good as what we got. I'm also going to wear the police shirt. I believe that will... Oh, no, we've already got a lumberjack shirt. Never mind. I'll stop impersonating a police officer, of course. It's the van. The trailer is... Trailer is in... What is the mod? Filibuster rhymes. Though it doesn't have an interior native to that mod. That's why we have this. Look at me. I've got 2 watches. Let's go. But we never run out of battery. As you know, we have one of those amazing Timex pieces. And it will forever be good. Okay, I'm thinking that's not even enough room for even the trailer. So what we're probably going to have to do eventually is just build our own trailer bay. It'll be like the Death Star. But for, like, rednecks. Secret boy. I'm a secret boy, guys. Secret boy. Are my skills coming along? My long blunt skill is improving. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be worth it to get better with some of these weapon classes. And at least find something with which I'm going to have to spend a lot of time. Anger management, thank you for gifting the sub. Genuine Toad, thank you very much for the sub. Terra Sonar, thank you for the sub. Ah, I see a nice pair of overalls. See if we can open this. I don't want him to break that. I would prefer that not... hang on a second. Look at these nicely wooded... that's so good. This is why I like doing custom maps. You get things that are out of the ordinary. Look, a snake plant. Oh my god. I actually have several of these in my house now. Mostly in areas where no other plant could survive. This snake plant must be thriving in this location. What is that? Like some sort of... must be Florida. These are all Floridian houseplants. Wow. Actually, this room does kind of look like a motel. Like, it looks like a very sketchy motel around here where I live. Actually, it kind of looks like one in Georgia. There is one in Georgia. I almost stayed at this motel, but it was like 2 a.m. And it was a little too active at 2 a.m. for me to want to stay there. So I just kept driving. Then another time when I was driving through Georgia, some guy just started running toward my car. And that was when I left. Yeah, that was when I left that whole state. I was thankful when I made it back to Florida. We'll be going on another road trip soon up to visit Ghoul King when we get to that time of year. I've liked living. It's been a good time. It's been a good time. Looks like we could get this sewing kit. Good. Okay, we've got the needle and thread. So now we're getting a little bit closer to getting that patching up on our clothing. Let's go ahead and we'll de-equip that. Unequip. I think that it shouldn't be the word unequip. I think it should be like de-quip or something like that. Or maybe like these nuts. Like, I'm gonna these nuts my sewing kit. Get rid of it. And like that's code word, you know. Or I'm gonna send it to Georgia. Send it to Georgia. I would not like to... I mean, granted that I've been in Georgia at weird times of day. It's always like when I'm almost there, you know? But, I'm sure there must be nice parts of Georgia. Just, not the ones I've been in and not at 2 a.m. There was another place I pulled into where there were all these cats in the parking lot at like 3 a.m. It was just like there was this whole colony of cats staring at me. I'm pretty sure that was also Georgia. Could have been South Carolina. But, I mean, they're pretty close. They're pretty close together. All right, I think we got most of the things in this house. That upstairs is kind of bad, although I do like the way that the upstairs is laying out. It looks like we could cut off access quite easily. I wonder if this fire truck has any, like, anything worth taking in it. Look, some foundation makeup in the fire truck. CD Freddy's been like, I'm not ready to put out the fire. I think I just need to look a little bit better. Just gonna touch up before we get to the scene of the, Jeez Louise. We get the Louisville map. Okay, so I don't actually know how this map system works with the, new... Let me go ahead and see, and I'll also take out the thread. A little annoying that you can't just open up a sewing kit this way. There's probably a mod for this, but I've never... you always have to, like, equip it, and then you take the things out. Like, I know that I'm going to have plenty of needles, so let's just leave that there. It would be nice if I could get a little drop down there or something like that, though. I'm a big fan of just requesting various gameplay features at will and, like some sort of bad king. And I deserve this gameplay feature. And that one. It does feel good, though. It does feel... it does feel good. I know I'm wrong. I'm making fun of myself. Just becoming aware of my own thoughts a little bit more. 8-Bit Boy Studios. Thank you very much for the Prime. Yes, it was like Aristocats at this place that I went, but it wasn't really... Okay, here we go. So we've got Louisville, and I'm pretty sure that this just adds this to our map, right? So if I throw that map on the ground, and let's get somewhere, like, slightly safer, like, maybe into this closet. Now, if I look at my map, and oh dear God, look, we've got Louisville. Louisville. I can't remember who it was. Somebody was calling it... Actually, is that... I wonder why they call it Louisville. They don't, no one ever says Louisville, do they? Jumpy Cheddar, thank you very much for the Prime. Here in Louisville. Alright, let's kind of clear out this river a little bit. I gotta figure out what's happening at the river. Feels like a line out of Twin Peaks or something. You guys ever watch Twin Peaks, that David Lynch show? Okay, we've got a lot of zombies here. I thought you were dead. This is not a safe place. Could lead them back to the house. I'm thinking that'd probably be the best. Trying to decide. I used to engage zombies out in the open. However, at the same time, too, like, look at how much better I'm getting with the blunts. We gotten any? We did get better with the long blunt. Blunt. Let's take them as they come in through the window. Except that this might also be a horrible idea. One. I miss when this was like, yep, that stupid thing. I hate that. That's my least favorite thing in this game. Hate to say it. Like the fact that they can just kind of swipe at you and it's like a default animation. Like there's no real surefire way to fight them. You're always gonna die. Cheap animations. But there are some options I could have ticked if I wanted to get over that. Checking behind my back. It is a lot like 7 Days to Die, though. You start to realize, like, all of the different combat checks you have to do. Named after the French king. Yep. King Louis. King Louis? Louisville. Where the people are loose. Loose in their morals. I don't know. I've never been there. I'm just speculating. Alright, they've destroyed the doors. But I mean, like, what a great use of a house. Most people in the US aren't even using their houses to this great an extent. Have you warded off tens of invaders by leading them through the doors and the windows, causing them to throw themselves through them and injure themselves before you smashed their head in with a bat? Probably not. Probably none of you have been in that situation. But I have, and that's why well, maybe that's why you're watching this, is so that you can learn what to do if someone you don't trust comes to your door, you know? There was like this whole contingent of people who were preppers who would play Project Zomboid. I get it. Maybe I don't get it. It's fun to pretend, though. Alright, my baseball bat is broken. I'm like a seal door. Oh no, I might have to resort to using my sausage. Whatever shall I do? I have this axe, also. Now, unfortunately, we have begun with an entirely new weapon class. I think I got extremely good with this thing when I was last playing, like, the Worm Man series. Hard to believe that it's been 3 years that we've had these Project Zomboid animations. They still feel pretty new to me. Speaking of which, we should probably go back to that first area. You know, I was a little bit afraid that I had overcrowded the loot tables when I first started this. but I don't think I did, looking back. I think we just got a few lucky areas. We've got a good number of zombies in here. Okay, word of warning is that if you are doing your own, like, van down by the river playthrough, or if you decide to follow in my scuffed footsteps, I wouldn't ever recommend backing up with one of these things because, like, they have their own inertia, let's say. I don't really know what I'm talking about or if I'm using the right physical word, but let's go with inertia. Like the van and the truck. Or whatever they are. The trailer and the pickup truck. I'm not very good at identifying basic objects, if you haven't already noticed, but here we are. We've made it this far anyway, so it's functional knowledge. Anyway, let's go ahead and put that on our belt. We do have the holster now, though, and we do have that shotgun as well, so I could draw them to an area. But it seems as though, like, the density of zombies is just at a nice kind of temperature right here. I don't really want to draw them all out. And I know that shotguns are very loud. They do have, like, quite a big radius in this game. I think that my friend Private Lime did a video on the exact radius of stuff. Or, I don't know, you can look it up for whoever you go to for Project Zomboid tips. But tips and tricks. Why are those two words, like, forever wedded together? Tips and tricks. It's like trick and treat. You ever go up to somebody's house on Halloween and you say, trick and treat? Trick and treat. It's getting very late at night. I'm starting to say kind of silly, goofy things. We might get kind of wild by the end. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, like, the reason I'm doing this is I just wanted to sit down with some more Zomboid for a while. There were some really neat ideas I saw kind of tossed around in some of the Zomboid world, where people were actually doing, like, live edits of streams with them. And it looked like kind of a cool idea to try, but I never really had it in me. So we'll give that a shot at some point. I really, like, I would like to live in this back room. It seems like my kind of place, you know? Just, like, here we witness firsthand true poverty. And if this is the worst it can be, maybe that's not so bad. You know, like, this is squalor. They did a very good job on this map, though. Can I just say one thing that I appreciate, like a small detail as a map maker, is that they've actually used different levels of carpentry skill in order to create each of these walls. Like, here's a really bad one. Here's another really bad one. This one's actually quite well constructed. This one's in the middle. And I always found that kind of funny. They did such a good job with this pixel art in this game. Or, like, this stuff. These might actually be people... T-Boys and Mark. I'm wondering if those are the map maker's patrons, because there was like a little like tile set download that I had to do, and that is a pretty easy thing to do. Like, you can just go into Photoshop and you can make graffiti for Zomboid, and it's really cool. I used to do it and I would make it isometric in this game. It's pretty easy. Hey, Lime is here. Hey, what's up, brother? How are you doing, Lime? I was actually just mentioning you and your amazing, like, guide with the radius of stuff. Man, I don't know. I've been getting some, like, PZ nostalgia lately. What are you up to, brother?
Ooh.
Hope your holiday's going good. Are we even at the holidays yet? Whatever we're at. It's basically Thanksgiving. I'm giving thanks. I'm giving thanks. All right, time to offload my sausage. I'm pretty much just going to put everything into this van. Put my entire life in this van. That
Thanks
van.
for giving us the stream.
Never sold that van. I put my whole life into the van. Hey, Geronimo. How you doing? Thank you very much for the 24 months, as well as Chumpy Cheddar and Durst in the Wind. Thank you. Appreciate it. I figure let's, like, try to stay with one weapon class, because later on we can get more, like, risky if we want to, we also might become reliant upon it. Oh, yeah, either way, I digress. It's time to fill up our cup again. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And something or other else will happen. We might be running dangerously low on water, so maybe I shouldn't be sourcing it from here. I'm wondering if... Oh, intermediate carpentry! Sick of seeing your fella's face, ladies? What is this? Some sort of like daytime Hang on a second. Look, despite the fact that it is intermediate, I am absorbing the knowledge from the TV. It's entering my body. You can see the knowledge about carpentry entering me and the boredom leaving. Oh my god. I'm hovering in midair. I'm hovering in midair with knowledge. I'm not actually going to speed up time because I'm not sure if this has actually changed in the game, but it used to be that speeding up time would cause you to gain less knowledge than you would have. I mean, if I were really good at this, I probably would have read the book first, because that can cause you to pick up even more knowledge from the TV because it increases the multiplier. But I'm not that much of a big brain right now. Okay, so we're going to learn about chairs the next time. A thrilling dub for daytime television. Let's leave. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm already feeling like I kind of play Zomboid like it's a movie. I just feel so relaxed. I almost have completely forgotten the fact that I have a real life, and I'm so invested in the life of what is our character's name again? Duffelbag? Oh no, of course not. It's Benedict Huffington McCringleberry. There it is. Yes. Huffing Snoot McCringleberry. McCringleburb. We could have gone for something even wilder and crazier, but I thought, it has this gravitas about it. Let's go ahead and before we go back, just kind of like straight back out into the town. So it looks like we're dealing with some sort of it could be a river, or it could just be like it could be just a body of water. Let's examine the dock though. And what is this? Some sort of vacation square? I think I'm going to label that one with a gun. Oh, no, I don't have a pencil. Never mind. Never mind, of course. Let's explore Rabbit Hash. Maybe we could even, put the trail... It's so, it's very cozy to have a home within a home, which we might actually end up doing, We might put that trailer into this home, in which case, it's like having two blankets on you at once, Just think of how warm you would feel. The nice, when it's cool at night and you have on a big cover, maybe you have on a weighted blanket or something, crushing you with warmth. We've got another one. These poor people. What lives did they have before? No, I won't go that far. I used to be pretty into zombie fiction and stuff like that. There's a reason Zomboid meant something to me. There's this whole world of good zombie board games on Board Game Geek. If you guys ever use that. Are you guys gamers? Not just video gamers? That was a bit of a risk. Actually, I shouldn't be drawing them out this way. Maintenance is going up, though. Maintenance is important because it causes the things to last longer, which is a good reason to use the things that you want to use last. I think everything that I just said made sense. Oh my gosh, a hoodie. I could finally be cool. Let's put the hood up. I'm going through my edgy teenager phase. Is this thing equally good for me? Encumbrance, 0.3. Scratch defense, 10. Scratch defense 10. Wind resistance. Oh my gosh. It's giving me even more insulation. Yes. Finally, I've entered my edgy teenager phase. Shut up, Mom. I don't want to talk to you. I'm going off to live in the woods in a van down by the river. Finally, it's all coming full circle, and I'm beginning to see why I created this amazing series of videos, which is currently only just one video. A van down by the river. We could have made him Matt Foley, to be honest. That might have actually been a better character name. In order to, pay tribute to Chris. Oh, look, we've actually got a shack over there. I mean, for right now, let's be honest, we aren't going to get to exponential zombie killing, but I'm not taking out the shotgun unless if I have enough shells in it that I'm confident I could take out, the whole block worth of zombies. That may actually be a cop zombie. I wonder if he has any shells on him or something like that. Or it could just be like a boring zombie, like a business guy. Nope. Not the right fight for Benedict Fumfington Pumpernickel, or whatever my name is. See, now we gathering more. Ooh, that one has gloves. It's sort of like walking into a designer fashion store. You can't have most of the clothes in there. And you probably wouldn't even want them when I see the zombies with all of this crap on them. But fortunately, my reliable car will start, hopefully. Now, this thing, I wonder if we can do... Nope, even without turning, it still makes herky-jerky, random, bizarre turns. I don't want to overdo this strategy, but I did get a little bit overwhelmed here. I'm wondering if the trailer actually has any weight. Like, could that... Yep, it appears as if it did work. Though we might have, like, a better... I wonder if we could use the fire truck for this. Good, my sprinting is rising. Sprinting is a decent skill to get better at, but fitness is far better. Oh, my God! Battery's dead. I believe that's it. Oh, wait, or was it the engine? It was red, right? Red. Maybe I mixed it up. Whatever it was. I'm not getting back in. It definitely doesn't work. Okay, 2 and 3. They keep coming back, but also, too, I should mention that in this world, aside from the HordeNight, I believe it is, they won't respawn. So, like, once we've cleared out an area, we're done. Like, they could redistribute, which is probably a lot of what you'll think is, like, respawning. Nope, don't get my leg, please, thank you, and I'm good. And I do believe that one of you was a police officer, right? That was definitely... Now, I did notice that I'd been playing around with the debug mode just to see, like, how the exact targeting works. And it turns out you can actually see the part of the zombie that you're aiming at. You can also see, like, your cone of fire. I learned to do some of this stuff from Ghoul King when I was playing with him. He's like, very good with the debug menu, though. And, I don't know, play around with that. All right, here we go. Now we're back in the woods. Have we got... We are getting thicker by the second. Good. So we're already up 2 kg, so we are getting stronger. Our character is, like, kind of coming along here. 360 out of 9,000. I don't really have a lot of hope for him to come up in fitness. Like, maybe he'll come up 1 level by the time we're through with this. Man, listen to that seagull. Can you imagine, like, ambient seagulls? It was the battery, it was. Hey, favorite the cat girl. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're doing good. Man. Actually, I recently had someone pass away like that. Oh, that is to say, I hope that the streams help you enjoy more of whatever it is. A lot of people tell me that they use the streams to fall asleep. I don't know why. Like, apparently people fall asleep to the sound of my voice, but I'm okay with it. All right. Hope whatever it helps you do. You know, if you have to, I don't know. Maybe it's just that I always reflect on the most bizarre comments that or those are the ones that stay with me. All these people show me them with their cat. Like, I regularly on Twitter, people will send me pictures of their cats enjoying the RimWorld. And honestly, like, that's probably my favorite message to get. It's not like someone asking to, you know, sometimes I just get a bunch of bizarre requests. I think the cat photos are my favorites, though. So if you have a cat, I always do enjoy a good cat photo. Oh, fanny pack. Score. Gotta put it on the back, baby. Man, look at this sketchy public restroom. And yet I feel so, like, at home here. Only 4 tiles. Such a simple place. Easy to understand. It's kind of like the room in Saw, don't you think? I thought Saw was funny when he cut off it. Well, I won't spoil it. Cover your ears. When the dude has to cut off his own leg, I thought that scene was pretty... I thought that scene was kind of a riot. I was like, he wouldn't do that. That seems a bit drastic, you know. He's only been in here for a couple of hours. Like, he wouldn't... You'd have to be starving first. It's sort of like he made a conscious decision. Like, it seemed maybe he actually did have a fascination with, like, cutting off his own leg. Whatever, doesn't he come back? He's alright. He's fine. He just gets a new foot or something. Sleeping, studying, and now this. Appreciate. Hey, happy to hear that. That's nice. I used to watch Yogs when I was, I had something going on when I was a teenager, so I was just like, spend some time. I broke my leg, so I spent all this time holed up. I was looking for something to do. Yogs cast for the layman. Ah, that's nice. Okay, we are starting to get a little bit winded, though. I mean, there's not really any good way to overcome the lack of fitness. So far, so good. Honestly, I know we haven't really found anything, like, crazy. Like, we didn't get a military cache or something like that, but this is kind of the pace I thought we would be at, and I'm happy with it. I think we could, like, kind of hole up in one of these areas by the river. Maybe that shack would be good for us. I'm just thinking we might want to get something, like, a little bit more, like, we might want to get, I don't know. We might actually have to deconstruct it would be better, rather than destroying this bat to get in there. Or we could use one of these hatchets. Maybe I'll give that a shot. No, let's rest first, because I'm going to need some of that if I want to get into this thing. And it is 4:30 p.m., so it is getting a little bit later on. I think I'm going to take, like... I actually don't feel safe sleeping in my own trailer for a little bit longer. I was hoping I could get this thing walled in somehow. But I think I'm going to go back into that first house that was pretty safe. And then, ooh, we've got another one. Yeah, they keep redistributing over here. Oh, that was actually a little bit iffy. Why did I do that? But yeah, it's taking me a lot more to kill every zombie, so I think I am just going to leave them there for a bit. I'm not high on pot news. Please stop saying that I'm high on pot news. No, I've never had any pot news. This guy moved in. What is this? They keep coming in from various places. Whence came him? Hey, Anger Management, thank you very much for gifting those 10 gift subs. Thank you, Anger Management. I'm going to close 2 of these curtains. Here we go. Anger Management, you're very nice. You're very nice to me. I love you. I love you, Anger Management. And I love also Adam Sandler, because I know who your name is a reference to. Don't we all? Wolf Slayer, thank you very much for the 100 bits. All right, so clearly I didn't do any of the things that I said I would. Now I am wide awake in the darkness. This almost reminds me of my trip to Sweden. Time to do what I did in Sweden. We're going to go for a long run. I actually did this. I was trying to tire myself out with coffee and caffeine and like a lot of exercise. I did all of this in 3 days in a weekend. It was a crazy weekend in Sweden. Lots of fun. I recommend it. I recommend it. And then don't go back if you value your sleep. Ooh, look at this. That's nice. We get a good view of the other roof. I'm going to close that for now, though. I'm actually not being sarcastic. I love a good view of a roof. Reminds me of the home where I grew up in. Man, listen to my footsteps. I swear to God that Soundworks did something. These are not the same old sound effects as they were, even when they were updating this thing. I swear to God, this is different. And I like it. It's nice. You know, there's like this whole soundscape. The weather and the sound and the lighting in this game are incredible. And the only other game that I've seen recently that does the, like the similar line of sight thing is Zero Sievert. I actually got to hand it to them. Zero Sievert, they did a very good job on that. I don't know if you guys watched the recent VOD we did. I saw, I think it was Pastilli did a video. I hope I'm saying his name right, the Tarkov Australian streamer. I think he did some Zero Sievert, and that game is quite good. I like it. I want to kind of make my way back to that. There we go. Okay, we actually made some, made some headway in here. Look at that nice water. The water's fine. Man, indoor water, this is such a rare sight in Zomboid. You almost never see this. I almost want to, we could do some fishing. Catch bag. I could catch things. No, I don't have a fishing rod. Fishing is a fantastic way to gain weight in Project Zomboid. Like, all you need is a big jellyfish in your mouth, and then you just have all the weight back on you. We have a net trap, too. We could do that. Fishing line. Though I'm pretty sure just the fishing rod is all that's needed, right? God, I'm like Pokemon all over again. I'm happy to say that we might actually be getting that capture card enabled Nintendo DS. I had my doubts because I hadn't heard back from the guy in a while, but I just heard back from him the other day, so he says he should be shipping it out soon. I had to look all over for people who worked on these capture card DSs, but I found a guy, and it took a while. Here we go, lore. Fishing tackle. I don't really know a lot about fishing, but is this going to be the item that we need? Yep, it's good. That's like a small minnow or something like that. Now, the reason I bring this up is because whenever I fish, it reminds me of Pokemon. It would be interesting. You know, I like doing it, except a lot of the people who do this service charge like a lot. Or there's one in particular I was going to work with, but he didn't really get back to me. The guy I'm working with right now did get back to me, but then there was another one I was looking into because I was like, man, I was worried that the first guy had just kind of like gone off because I hadn't heard back from him. But I did hear back from him again. But some of them charge like, oh gosh, it's like nearly $2,000 for a Nintendo DS with capture, which is a lot. So I was just like, I have to be. It's not really that. It's just that I can't find someone who will like get back to me on it, like within a reasonable time frame. So yeah, I don't know. I would really like to do it, but it's just been frustrating to try to get the whole process sorted out. It's kind of funny that he's like fully at it. I wonder if it's because we're indoors that we aren't catching anything. I mean, like a big fish would be good right now for gaining weight. Spearfishing would probably be for the best. You're right. Like we could get something. Oh, yeah, actually, we wouldn't even need the tackle. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go into the woods. Do some foraging. Oh, yes, then we get to work with the new foraging system, except that I don't really want to work in the foraging at this time of day. I think that's probably going to be dangerous for us, and I'm not sure why we're wet. Could it be that from the fishing we have gotten the water from the water on us? In which case, is the water wet? No, where's my van? I mean, this is like the van life by the river, though. I feel like so early on in the series, I already got to like the zenith of what I was seeking. And also too, like, let's not have a fishing rod in our hands. Let's have like a real weapon. There we go. That's nice. That's good. I didn't want to die that way. That would have been a dumb way to die. Here I am in my remarkable home, which isn't mine again. No towels. I guess I could spend the night reading. Let me close the curtains. There we are. Did I ever get the gloves off that zombie? Yes, I did. Can't you see I'm in these gloves right now? Come on, man. Of course I got the gloves. Look, they're... Actually, to be fair, one of the gloves is ripped. It is like no other glove. Oil filter combined with solvent to make solvent trap. Okay, we won't really use that then, probably. Mechanics Volume 2. I believe we have only Volume 1. This could be useful because these are good spare engine parts. Also, too. How heavy are those? 0.4. Okay, that's not as bad. I will take that. You know what? What the heck? Let's, I don't believe that we have an electronics show. I may be mistaken on that. But I forgot it in my fanny pack. I could pick up the other screwdriver from there. Start disassembling electronics because I want to be able to work on this thing if need be. There we are. Okay, good. Let's take apart all the electronics. La 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 la. Pastime. Trying to find some other... there we go. Okay, and then throw all the crap on the ground. We're never going to use it. Nobody ever does the trapping. It's for ninnies. Ninnies. There we are. Empty hand mug. Oh, whoops. It's not a hand mug. I don't know why I even called it a hand mug. Wait a second. This hand mug is not even full. Oh, there we go. Okay, I must have been so thirsty that I drank like 3 mugs of water. 3 hand mugs of water. It's never going to be a mug to me ever again. It's just going to be a hand mug. Does anyone slightly miss the pixel art textures of things on the ground? I also kind of miss the pixelated characters in a strange, bizarre sense. And I know that we get it from like the non-pixelated environments, but there's something so quaintly like nostalgic to me about the pixel art. What does that sound? Wait a minute. Quiet. Listen. Is that a clock? What is that? That's gotta be a clock. Hang on a second. I wonder if I could take apart this hand clock. Yeah. It's gotta be the clock. Hang on a second. I have to do a quick test. I just took apart an entire TV. I'm gonna throw it on the ground. I threw it on the ground. There we go. Disassemble. Yeah, wall clock. This hand wall clock. Man, they really upped the sound game in this game. Yup. Whoa. Straight bussing on a stack. Straight bussing on a stack. Dear God. There's another zombie. The one thing I would like them to kind of channel into Project Zomboid is the sense of kind of like Frank Westness from Dead Rising, though, if they could ever do that in any way. Like the sense of Night of the Living Dead horror. I think Atox did it when he actually modeled the house, but the sense of kind of urgency. It's rare that you can find a game that really does that. I think maybe it's because Dead Rising has a timed aspect to it. PZ definitely gets the long-term survival. There's only so much you can ask of a game. If there were like some pre-scripted starting scenarios, maybe when NPCs enter the game, I really think that's going to be perhaps the most straight bussing of all the things. Yes, I had a straight bussing. It's straight bussing. I don't know why I say these things. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's stupid. Okay. Ooh, I just kicked a hornet's nest. Whoops-a-daisy. All right, I was hoping to take out my shotgun, but I'm starting to see that clearly that's not a very good idea. I definitely should wait till day. Oh, that was nearly my death. I slightly let go of the right hand trigger.
Why are you partial to elderly gentlemen as your PC survivor of choice?
It's a good question. I think I've always just been excited at the prospect of going gray. I don't know, like, I suppose whenever I see a younger man, like, no one looks to young men for wisdom. They look to the graybeards for it. It's not because that's what I am, it's because it's what I aspire to. Why would I be something I don't want to be? So that's why I am the way I am. Also, too, I mean, like, there is something that's, like, an equalizer about gray hair. Everyone's hair turns gray. No one has Benjamin Button disease, so in the gray old man we can all identify, you know? He is the everyman. No more around here. Yeah, there's like some more rustling in the wind now, guys. I'm pretty sure that they added some more snicker snack to the to the Zomboid sound effects. This is much more soundier. Just actually walking back and just striking a lot. Just kind of working here, although this is getting to be a lot. back into my house of choice. Although I would rather not lead them here because this is my house of sleeping choice. I will lead them into the, yes, this. It's so peaceful in this garage. Okay, that's my favorite trick. Of course, it's going to come horribly crashing down in a moment. And probably attract more, but yeah, like, all right. Who's coming into the doctor's office first? Yes, you have your appointment, Miss Lady with the blue skirt. You don't have gray hair yet, so down you go. Didn't even make it to gray hair. See, she wasn't strong enough. She wasn't strong enough to earn the gray hair. All right, good. Zombies are, like, oddly attracted to doors in this game. I don't know what it is, but, like, whenever they see a door or a person, they are just irresistibly drawn to any type of entry or exit. They'll go through 6 or 7 windows before they show any interest in a human flesh, red-blooded. Oh no, my hand mug is empty. Maybe it's because I have a hand axe, why I was calling it a hand mug. Too panicked to sleep. Ooh, that was a bad plosive. Did you hear that on my microphone? Okay, I think I'm going to bust right off to sleep. Bust right off on a stack. There we go. I've been interacting with chat. I suppose that I actually, to be fair, I don't really know what to do. We have 1,400 people here. I feel like sometimes if I were to interact with all of you, well, let's just sit down. I'm going to take down my hood, and I'm going to stop being an edgy teenager. Now, I kind of regret this about streaming, because I feel like we had a little bit more time together, but at the same time, like, sometimes Zomboid gets a little introspective. And it feels a little bit more like talking to myself, you know? Does that make sense? Yeah. That's where I'm at. Yeah, pretty much anger management summed it up. What town did I start on? We're here in Rabbit Hash to kind of update you guys. But yeah, I don't know what we'll do. The one thing I really do like, I'll say this about the YouTube streaming rather than the Twitch, is the fact that, and don't get me wrong, I really like the kind of culture on Twitch. I think this is a fun place. Oh, there we go. There's another couple people. How did you guys get in here? Did you just, like, apparate in here? Oh, or there is actually... Oh, it could be that window. Or there is also that other window. I mean, who am I kidding? There are many windows that... What was that, even? Okay, I'm, like, cornered right here. I don't think I want to go through with this. Oh, that is a window. I thought that was a door. Who? Jacket Man. Yes, you can come inside, Jacket Man. Hang on a second. I didn't authorize that. Man, if only I had my long blunt to take these guys out. It wouldn't damage the clothing. Alright, hang on a second. Drink. Feel hand mug. There we go. Forever from now on, it's a hand mug. Could have been a glass door. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of that's been updated. Rarely do they change that stuff. I always remember when they first did the animations update, I think it was like aiming out of windows. Yeah, just like, there have been a few updates in PZ history that have just changed, like, entire systems. Like, the animations update was probably the biggest one. The game used to be much easier before the animations update. I don't know if people remember the time before the animations update. Definitely a good number of people in chat right now remember it. But, yeah, you used to be able to fight, like, hundreds of zombies at once. And, like, you were never really in any danger. But the animations update was actually quite frustrating. Like, behind it all, as cool as it was, I was a little bit frustrated with it because I was like, man, I used to be good at this. And I would just, like, die more often. Because it is frustrating in this game to die. Like, I used to run a server, and people would ask for heals and stuff like that, or... Like, people would get very emotional when their characters died. And I actually had to stop, like, messaging people in the server and just kind of get a little bit of distance from it, because I was just like... Ooh, this doesn't feel so good. No, running a server does require a lot of patience. Like, you have to reset it at strange times of day. I mean, your players are international, so it's like whatever's going on. That's why I usually just like to limit it to a couple of friends and just host it on like one person's computer nowadays when I play. Can you press Q to heal? Haha. Nope. That's quite funny though. It's been a while. You know, I haven't even played Zomboid in so long that I almost fell for that. You know what? I am going to do it. Oh, I forgot that this was the psst one. Yeah, let me use that. Good, I can draw out a couple of them. If that happens when you're crouched, so you go psst rather than like whatever you say. Hing-a-ding-a-durgan if you're... There we go, we got one. I'm trying to be like Secret Boy, you know? Like there's Smooth Boy. Secret Boy. Secret B-O-I. Stealth Boy. Because, like, really, stealth in PZ is so underrated, but if you can get it to work, it's a really nice mechanic. Because it just, like, you can use the hunting knife and you can be kind of like a snake in the grass, and it just feels right. There's something about it that feels good. That didn't work. That is a new slicing sound effect, though, if I am not mistaken. Man, they keep redistributing in here. I wonder how many zombies we've got already. I don't remember the exact trick for, like... There we go. There is a way to just one-shot somebody in the back, but it's really risky if you don't know the exact technique. I believe you need to be up behind them, and then your hand needs to be raised. Stealth Boy. Stealth Boy is a different franchise. Okay, then we're Secret Boy. We're Secret Boy. I never said Stealth Boy. I mean, if I did, you probably misheard me or I just pronounced it wrong. I meant to say Secret Boy, of course. Yeah, that's... We'll go with that one. Yeah, there we go. Did you see that my hand was slightly raised there for a second? Like, yep, there it is. He did it again. You can kind of see it on the other end of the animation. Oops, I didn't get to close the door. Yep, hand raised again. Right, but it's... I mean, like, we really just don't have that much knife skill right now, so we're probably not getting it to go off that much. So we'll just stab at them repeatedly, and mostly, like, ineffectually. But there's no sound scarier in this... Let's see if we can get her here. Okay, you just stay there. Yep, you can get up, that's alright. But now, ooh. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I didn't expect her to do that big turn. We'll just do that. It keeps sounding like my weapon is breaking whenever this happens. I heard somebody else. The Secret Boy came through there. You think that you're the Secret Boy. Here we go. I'm gonna boop you on the snoot for the last time. There we go. That was the thing I was trying to do. Ah. I'm covered in blood. Did you see what I just did? Mr. Crab style, I just... I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just being an idiot. Let's go ahead and we'll fill up our hand mug again. There we are. Hey, let's just wash everything. These clothes need to be washed, except I'm too afraid to make time sped up. So let's just spend some time together, you and me. Now we'll speed it up a little bit. That's good. I don't know how I haven't died. There have been several times in this stream where I probably should have died. But heretofore I haven't. Do we still get the thing where hemophobic causes us to panic when we have blood on our clothes? I did have a character who was constantly getting bloodied on his clothes. Though I personally miss the days of Zomboid when you had to always take your shirt off because you would always get overheated. Like, even during the middle of winter, if you were just walking outside... Your character would start sweating profusely. Okay, there we go. I finally look presentable again. Let's just keep up with our characters. So I know we haven't really had too many goals here. I mean, I pretty much did everything I wanted to do in the first, like, 5 seconds in this video. But we're kind of just getting better with most of our skills. So we are almost at axe level 1. I think axe, long blunt... and knife are good. Short blunt is really the most common, but I don't find it to be a very effective weapon class. As far as...
Hello again, Abbott is me past
like,
Ab.
oh, wait
are
a
you
second.
happy? Are you eating well?
Yes, I forgot that I sent this
eating.
message out
It
as...
is because I am American.
Past amphibian, of course, yes. Ghost of Amphibian Past. Thank you very much for the $30, whoever you are. Why did you say ab this time, Past Amphibian? is happy. Can I just say how much I appreciate my you as my viewers that you have created this message. Someone past amphibian, happy I'm eating well. To tell you that I am evil because I am American. I mean, probably fair. Most of us Americans are, after all, evil with our oil companies. And there we go. All of the other things that we as Americans do, of course, on a daily basis, especially running our oil companies. There we are. Well, thank you for the $30. I don't know what to tell you. I had some broccoli before. That was pretty delicious. So yes, I suppose I've been eating pretty well. Thank you. Thank you, imposter amphibian, or whoever you are. You're a sussy baka. You are a sussy baka. You are sort of a sussy baka. We never played Amogus. We also, I can't remember where I put the shotgun. I remember where one of the shotguns is. Oh, wait, no, now I recall. Hang on a second. Let's get out of here. I remember where I put the shotgun. Not that I'm going to use it. I just want to know where it is in case of an emergency. In case if I run out of water in my hand mug. Good, it's all back here. Okay, again, I think that would be kind of like suicide, so I don't want to do it. But yeah, there we are. Okay, let's get better with axe before we do anything else. I mean, we got lucky that we found that stack of weapons. I thought they'd be all around, though. It turns out we were a little bit spoiled. Looks like that this is a different house, though. Okay, good. And we got +1 axe. I think we could pretty much just stand here. Zombies do have sort of have HP. I can't really describe because I don't perfectly well understand it myself, but there are instances where you can do enough damage to like the rest of the body of a zombie and they just die somehow. Okay, this is not a good situation, so you know what we're gonna do. I'm probably going to draw them all out of the house. Generally speaking, the kind of 7 days to die method, I'm not sure if this works in 7 days to die anymore. Maybe just that people have like kind of documented it better in that game than this game. Like the way that you should just beat on houses before you enter them. This guy is wearing a short sleeve shirt and a sweater vest. I can't even like begin to describe the amount of visceral anger that gave me. Not even that I'm so much of a fop, that is, that I am such a fashionista. I think I'll go with fop. I said fashionista because I think fop is much less thrown around. Wanted you to know what I'm talking about, but yes, a fop. Or what is another a word to describe someone who is well dressed or pays great attention, to the way that they dress? It's a fop. Look, cereal on the counter. Maybe it's off-brand Frosted Flakes. What a joy that would be. Okay, I am an afraid. What the hell? Boxing zombies exist. This is actually quite cool. Now, there's so many good stories, but they're just not very, like, densely laying out in this game. Okay, that's a lot of denim.
I only have a limited amount of characters I can use. Oh, you were only eating the small trees Mom used to give us.
Hang on a second.
I remember the time we ate dinosaur chicken nuggets.
Why does this TDS speech sound so authoritative and masculine?
Broccoli as trees.
I almost feel like it's Morgan Freeman talking to me. Look at the leaves on the top of this thing. Jesus. Oh. Yo, you had... of course, you mean broccoli by the small... This almost sounds like a murderer's ransom note. But I'm also, like, slightly threatened and entertained by this. And also, thank you very much for being so generous. Thank you for the $20. Also ambiguous amphibian. Oh, hey, hang on a second. Look, we found an Uzi. Oh, Jesus Christ, we just found an Uzi. All right, I'm going to break my no-gun rule just because this... Move away. You aren't that scary. Look at this laundry lineup. Oh, that's nice. Hang on a second. Volcano made out of... Man, now you're getting me, like, oddly nostalgic for Thanksgiving. I said I'm not going to head back up head back up to New York for this Thanksgiving. I'm just kind of staying put with some friends in Florida. But it kind of made me a little upset because, like, we have a very nice Thanksgiving where I'm from. But I was just like, I didn't really want to spend 6 weeks. So I just decided to bag it. But volcano of mashed potatoes with gravy. Maybe, like, that sounds like a good food to eat. Maybe I'll even have it out of a hand mug. Oh, whoops, it was a Mac 10. It wasn't an Uzi. I apologize for that. I mean, basically the same thing. Though we've left so many entrances and exits available and open for them, I really shouldn't be doing this right by this door if they just keep appearing out of nowhere. What I think is happening is that they're all reappearing from the woods. It would be good if we could get into some kind of, like, isolated dead-end area from which we could clear them all out. Like, maybe that shack. You know what? I have an idea. We're gonna go to Shaquille O'Neal. We're driving the van over to the river. Come on. Come on. I mean, it's not a van, it's a trailer, but it's a van. Come on, we're making our way over to Shaquille O'Neal. Here we go, the great Irish shack, in the words of Bo Burnham. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but... All right. Good off-roading it. Shack. Okay, good. Here's the dock right by it. This... Oh, no. Alas. Well, you know what we might not be able to do is actually drive it right up, but... man, this thing is getting stuck. Are we actually... Whoa. Wait a moment. Wondering if this is momentum-based or if it's actually terrain. Like, are we not able to drive on sand? Ah, okay. I thought that they had changed the Zomboid code somehow. Now, they had made it so that you could... I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with this, but I'm pretty sure that streets didn't used to be, like, harder to drive on until... I can't remember which update it was, but they weren't always this hard to drive on. Again, take some of the things I say with a grain of salt. Maybe I'm misremembering some of this. But I was wondering if they made it so that your car, like, stalled when you drove in the sand. That would have been kind of neat, but I don't believe that's actually how it is. Okay, and good. Oh, good. Okay, so we actually did prevent somebody from being able to get over there. Really not ideal yet, because I think I'm going to get back into the car because I got to make it so that I can get back out. But I think that shack would be good. Yes, let's call it Shaquille O'Neal. Good, yeah, I can't get in. I know this looks like it's going to be very difficult to back out from, but that's kind of the point of this. Whoops, I crashed into the water. Of course I crashed into the water. How else would I have done it? Alright, we are still going to be, like, slightly susceptible here. But I do believe that this should be able to allow us to get in and out. And, like, there'll have to be a crawler if they get through, so all we could get is a crawler over here. Maybe somebody banging on the door, but yeah. We live in a van down by the river now. Let's take a moment to stop and appreciate it. The ambiance. I feel like I'm going to write the next great American novel in this shack. Having like a Timothy Leary moment. My name is Benedict Huffington McCringleberry. Please stop laughing whenever I say my name. It's hurting my feelings. Man, the water is even changing. Is it just me, or is it change in response to the wind now? This is different water from before. Maybe I could fill up my empty mug. Does it still not give you poisoning food poisoning to drink directly from the... I know that it says tainted water, but this, even though that it says tainted water, the river water used to be safe to directly drink out of. Is this correct? I don't know why I feel this vast temptation to just drink the river water. I know it says tainted water, but it usually was fine in previous updates, and it still might be okay. Maybe once. Maybe they raised it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to die here. I'll do it at the end. That would be like the thrilling finale. don't know if you guys know Rycon Roleplays. Rycon Roleplays did what I think is still the best Project Zomboid series ever, where he actually roleplayed as a character who was living in isolation. And he did a really good job at it. And he did it for a crazy number of videos, and the ending is bizarre. In a cool way. I like it. It's quite the performance, but yeah, I know I kind of said some stuff about RP, I'm not very good at it, but if you watch somebody who's really good at it, it is quite fun to watch. A solo one too. I'd really do like the duos or more people though. I think some of those guys like Tomato and Charborg and some of them did it. They do. Theirs are quite funny actually, and Kraken, and other folks in that group. Right, let's see. People used to piss in the river. Good, fair point, actually, yeah. Might not be safe to drink piss. Well, I mean, maybe only a little bit. If it's just a drop, you should probably be fine, but, for survival purposes, of course. Though I do recall an episode of Man vs. Wild where Bear Grylls drank his own urine out of a snake. A hollowed-out snake skin. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, and I can't get that image out of my mind. And I'm like, if Bear Grylls did it, how come I haven't mustered up the courage to do it? And so I've always felt less manly is what I'm trying to say, because I'm not able to summon the chutzpah in order to be able to do that which Bear Grylls did. I think Bear Grylls taught all of us a valuable lesson about... empty bottles. No, not about empty bottles. He taught us a valuable lesson about... Well, something. I don't really know what yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out when I contemplate all of that again. You guys remember Man vs. Wild, right? Of course you do. That was basically Frankie on PC, Bear Grylls. I always thought of it like that. I always thought I would kind of go down more like that route, but I'm just nope, that's not my personality. I'm nothing like that. And it's been that way ever since. No, it's not. I'm not really good at it. I think you have to be the chosen one. Either that or spend more time hunting out. Okay, we got some bowl of soup. What the heck? Pre-cooked? This might be a new spawn table thing. It certainly appears that way. Maybe we could set the house on fire. Let's try that. Yeah. Good fun. Good fun. Let's watch it get red. Yeah. Microwave that soup. I think that would work. Yeah, he is kind of built different, Bear Grylls. Do you think his child will be what's a baby bear? Cub Grylls. Okay, let's take this out because it does do a little bit more cooking when it's in our inventory. I don't one thing I have to say as a complaint is I don't like the fact that it goes straight from being undercooked to being burnt. There's no middle ground. But, I mean, fortunately, I am enjoying the soup, it appears, despite the fact that it is increasing boredom. Boredom isn't so bad. It's depression that we don't want, because that stays with you. And then you need to, read a book, or write a book, or, I don't know, do something else with a book in order to get over it. The bath towel. I will dry myself with this towel. I have dried myself with that towel. Wet. Now it's a wet bath towel. This bathroom is awful. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of the house that I toured, that I was going to buy. I was going to buy this house that was just a giant piece of crap earlier. It was a very inexpensive house. I looked at it. Houses are very overpriced. They're coming back down now, though. I didn't buy this house, so you can rest assured, but it was a huge pile of crap. Good. The zombies are dead. We have cleared out the area of zombies. It is as the prophecy is foretold. A chosen one will come. I am the chosen one. I am the chosen. Let's eat an entire box of cereal. Man, you have to get so fat in this game in order to... Oh, no, we've already begun losing weight because we haven't been eating chocolate for the entire day. This is actually like my own personal level of metabolism. Like, I have a very fast metabolism. I've had it ever since I was a kid. I couldn't keep any weight on me. Look, one box of cereal, and I'm already back up to double chevron. Jesus. Wait, there were just zombies here. Yep, there was one. I'm moving fast through the woods like a bat out of hell. Here we are. One. Oh. Looks like she was out for a hot night when she was unfortunately bitten by a zombie. Hot. Very, very sensual. And her black underpants. Long socks. I haven't had the privilege of wearing something like this in a while. Do we have this? Wait, am I being eaten? I thought that was the sound of me being eaten. That totally doesn't sound like the sound of somebody putting socks on. There's no crunching sound effect when I put my socks on. This game needs to get a new game designer. Oh, actually, speaking of it, I am in no way affiliated with this. I don't make any money from it. So I'll just say that. But I saw something really cool. The people from the Indie Stone did actually start making a Spiffo plushie. And we're actually getting our own plushies made by the same company. Makeshift designs them. And they're really nice people to work with. They did one for Martin Cita Pants. And I was asking him if he liked working with them. And he said, yeah, they're really good. So I just wanted to let you guys know that exists. And so that you guys can check it out. They put out a little tweet on it. Again, in no way do I earn anything from that. But when I make my own one, I will be making some from that. So unfortunately, I do think it's going to be after Christmas. So theirs is like before Christmas or the holidays or whatever you celebrate. But yeah. Ooh, this is nice. Anyway, I think that they look really cool. I was actually like a little disappointed in my own plushie because I really like the Indie Stones one. So I'm like, man, I wish I had thought of something like as cool as theirs is. Okay, nice. We got some firemen. Do it for the firemen. Actually, if I didn't say that, I'm not sure if that's the first time I've announced that. I was supposed to be a prize. But I've never done any merch on the channel because I never felt like it was... I didn't want it to be something like silly, like just some random t-shirt, but I really liked this company, and they gave like a pretty fair deal. And like it's not all kind of eaten up by manufacturing costs, and I don't think it's like super expensive for what you're getting. Like I think it's a pretty good deal, and they do it with a lot of people. Yeah, but more on that later. But I thought it was a really cool opportunity, and I'm really happy the way it's turned out. Also, too, there have been a lot of people who have come to me with this offer, and I've just been like, nope, I don't think we really know what we're doing. Well, we just got outfitted like the firemen. Yeah, do it for the firemen. Except also, too, this is making everything heavier on us, so we should be careful with that. Okay, on the leather, I will keep. Yep, here we go. Okay, I'm going to rip up the leather. This is fantastic, so we can start to pad up this stuff. Have I ever put on someone else's socks? Somebody's crunchy socks. There's all these inappropriate comments being made about socks. I don't think you guys are in the right stream. I think we have only wholesome, family-friendly sock conversations on this stream, of course. No. I don't want to know what you're doing with your socks, you dirty people. Have I ever put on someone else's socks? I guess if they're very old. What, do you like dip them in syrup or something like that? What have you been doing with your socks? Maybe I've been doing it wrong, though. Oh, what a lucky series of swings. Wow. How lucky are we? I will put this knife in my sock. There we go. 13.49. I think it's only because we're so incredibly weak. Like, we're straining to hold up a thing of peas. Although, also, too, like, we should probably get some of the stuff out of our backpack. A lot of what we're doing in this first video is going to amount to kind of, like, bumbling around. And I know that's not always, like, the most Hmm? Doesn't always feel like we have like a very clear objective. But at the same time, I'm always like, or I'm also like, you know what, our character is upgrading. He's just kind of getting better at wriggling himself into some greater sense of security. So I think that there is some value in that. Except now we do have to make these longer trips if we want to get back to Shaquille O'Neal. Living in a Shaquille O'Neal down by the river. I'm willing to tire myself out a little bit here. And I am wet. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I haven't shown this at all, but I think we may actually be safe here, so I think I am going to sleep in my trailer. Or another thing I could do would be to take the bed and put it somewhere else. But since I haven't seen any zombies here, I don't think that they're going to start to pile up against this door, so I think I'm just safe doing this. Oh, and that's actually kind of cool. We've got like this slight snow, and it is showing up on the outside. I am a cow. I'm here to tell you something mootiful. Something ice creamy. This sounds like an adult channel. I'm not sure if I should really play. Of course, I'm kidding. All of this goes in here. Fresh mixed vegetables. This probably isn't going to get me fat, but I'm going to have it anyway. The Mac 10 can go in there as well. Are we not putting things into the... There we go. Into the areas. If I wear this, will I still be able to wear my hat? Yes, I can. Okay, great. Amazing. Put all of this. I will open the can of peas. My mission is to get fat today. Good, 63. And I'm already on a double chevron again. Nice. Yeah, let's take all of that. The corn. And look, I've tired myself out, and it's 8:30 p.m. We're finally on a normal, not Sweden sort of sleep schedule again. Isn't this a miraculous outcome of a day of, like, just kind of, like, aimless thrusting around for an objective? Wow. I'm really proud of us for making these plans and coming so far. And look, we've already upped our inventory weight. Always carry a paperclip. Yes, of course. Always have my paperclip in my handy dirty sock. Okay, until next time, suspicious man on the news. Isn't it nice that we're alone again? You and me. Here we are. Let's wash. And actually, it doesn't really seem worthwhile to wash our clothes because we're not like a hypochondriac, so we're okay with this. Let's just go to sleep. We'll probably dry off. Maybe we will. Though I don't think our character needs so much sleep. We haven't even had the drowsy emoji. Being tired is one of the worst things that can happen to you in this game. Like, you can get... Wait a second. What the hell? What does that mean? I'm not infected, right? No, I didn't even get scratched. Wait, what is this? What is this? Is this a mod thing? Yeah, usually that means that you're dead and you are a zombie. I've never seen that before. Oh, that's the HordeNight thing. Okay, yep. We're out of here. Okay, apparently that's the new mod. I didn't know that this was like the designation for the HordeNight thing. Okay, so zombies. This is actually going to be quite mysterious, so... I am worried. I guess that must have come up at midnight. Oh, this is freaky. Hang on a second. Okay, I might need to get my shotgun. Hang on a second. Let me just grab it out of the back. Just in case. Officer Just in Time reporting for duty. This is Officer Just in Time. Has anyone been on this crime scene? There we go. Okay, alright. Where are they? Oh, you know what? We could just wait inside of Shaquille O'Neal. That would be fine. Yes, let's wait in like a hammock chair. We'll pull a chair over there by Shaquille O'Neal. And then we'll just wait over there and it'll be fine. Good, okay. We're fine, we're fine. I was worried about this HordeNight. Whoops, I fell over something again. Don't mind me and my clumsy, ness. There we go. I really hope that they don't, like, spawn in the shack around me, because then I am definitely dead. There we go, and we'll just put this outside. But this really is a very, like, suspicious-looking shack now. Plastic white lawn chair out front. Actually, this looks like a far better place to sit. I think I'll just sit on the ground, because that's an option now. You didn't actually used to be able to do anything other than stand in this game. I do have the HordeNight mod. I'm not sure if it's going to really lead to that many or if they're going to be that attracted to us right now, but I'm just going to speed up time, see if any of them show up. Either way, I mean, we are kind of waiting till morning. It's not really that many of them either, and I might not have had the radius up. I mean, it could just be like a total fluke and it doesn't work. But at the very least, it does give me kind of a sense of, like, crap, what might go wrong. And I figured that even if this mod didn't work, then, like, it's still just... I appreciate it for the uncertainty. It could be because I don't have run respawn, that's what's happening. But either way, I think I'm good. I guess, what are we going to wait till, like, 8 a.m. before we really feel safe going out there? 7 a.m., 8 a.m., maybe 9? I don't really know. It could be that they're, like, still around and that we just haven't killed any of them, and we are starting to get bored. Okay, yeah, so getting rid of boredness is not that hard. You just pretty much need to, like, walk around outside and do stuff. But there we are. And you know what? Like, while we've got this, like, we might as well just use our shotgun, because why not, right? Like, we brought it out. Like, let's get in some aim training. Equipping both sends, unload both sends.
Oh, yeah,
God, I can't
buddy
even say
boy.
words. Hey, thank you, buddy boy. I mean, secret boy. Ballistic meat, eh? Ballistic meat. Thank you very much for the 16 months. As well as to, Macchiato and, Bat Game 88. Look at this nice snow starting to pile up. It's like, what was that Patrick Star quote about snow? One of my friends was trying to tell me that that was some sort of, like, innuendo. But I thought that he was just being edgy. He was trying to be, like, an edgy 6th grader when he told me that. Like, he was so beyond SpongeBob at 6th grade. I think we were, to be fair. Oh, look at this snow falling faintly and faintly falling on the living and the dead. That's nice. Okay, let's do something outrageously dumb. Probably going to lead me to die. But fortunately, shotgun is actually not that bad for, like, aim training at the beginning. That was a good sound. Okay, what we want to do here is, well, we really don't want to be panicked, but there's not much avoiding that. We just want to get them into big groups. And, you know, it wouldn't hurt to have them over here-ish, where we can spot them all. I'm going to wait. Now I am panicking. Okay, that was a little bit too close. All right. The only thing I don't want to do is get tired here. Look, this guy is bo. Do you see that hair? That's kind of crazy. He's got the fist of the nose hair. That is a long pump time, but he did get another point of aiming. Must be the fast learner kicking in right there. That was actually quite amazing. This looks like a fantastic place to set up for a base. We might even be able to move out of Shaquille O'Neal if we make it through here. Oh, this is nice. Look, we've got even a gas. Gas prices are so high, I don't even know who to, or they're going up again. I am quite sad about that. I was thinking I could travel, do some traveling. I had to put off my travel plans. We've got something going on with this gun. That's Brita. Man, they did such a good job on this mod. Look, another aiming. Wow. Very exciting. Actually very exciting. Oh, look, we already got it all out. It's so nice to be able to be on the move and reloading. That's nice. I'm just saying it is. Ooh, I really hope that I get that bo. Am I the only one who remembers the show bo? That was a great show. I can't be the only one. That's not possible. Oh, that's not a good sound. Didn't see that. Okay, we do have like a little magazine UI bit up over there. It's not enough waiting. I gotta give it some more time. Ooh, fire truck. Okay, at the very least, it is okay that I'm doing it this way, I think, because I am drawing them back into this town area, and I kind of want to be able to hit the outskirts. So, like, even if we use up all this ammo, at least we've lured all the zombies away. The one thing I don't like is if we do end up having to take them on in melee, we've bunched them all up kind of in a horde. Like, we've aggroed them this... What the hell? Am I bit? Am I really bit? I'm only scratched. I'm only scratched. Man, I was like pushing that guy right there. Jeez, can you imagine if I already got zombified like that? Well, it would kind of give the whole thing a little bit more like, relax. It's only like, what is it, like a 20? It actually is kind of a high chance. No, it's most likely that I'm fine, but there is a chance that I'm a zombie. That guy didn't even get that close, though. Man, that would make my short series even shorter. I blame the animations. I blame the animations. We good? Okay, there we go. Also, too, this shotgun is actually taking a little bit longer than I gave it credit for. To like, I don't really know what to say. Rack? Yeah, I think rack is the word I'm looking for. There are actually like, okay, I don't want to lure them back into the town, so I don't really want to shoot it off over here. I don't want to go into that place, but I really want to explore these other buildings. So let's get back out our axe, because I don't want to lead them back in. Like, they kind of saw me go down that road, but I don't think there was too much else that was going on there. Okay, but fortunately, like, wow, look at how nice and clear this town is now. Oh, actually, that's kind of nice over there. Look, it's like a little auto shop. Eat an entire eggplant and then a tomato. Okay, 10:50 a.m. Think. I want to know if I'm infected. We might have to, like, switch out that bandage and maybe get some of those alcohol wipes on it. I don't think that's going to make a big difference. Like, pretty much, it's just, like, one die roll to see if you're infected. Like, it's a D4, I'm pretty sure. If we get a 1, then we're screwed. But, like, the infection is more just like a health-related thing, I believe. Like, the alcohol wipes won't save me from getting zombified. Zombified. That was a fun mishap. Is this an ammo storage? Oh, jeez. We did. We found a gun store. Wow. I didn't expect to get that so fast. It looks like we're going to need a sledgehammer or something like that, or we're going to need to, like, dismantle something if we want to get into this place, though. Is this a standard map or a challenge map? This is Rabbit Hash. It's one of the custom modded maps. It's cool. I like it. Seems like other people do too. Okay, I was thinking that these magazines were not actually magazines, but instead were... Oh, look, chocolate-covered coffee beans. Is this actually like a good food? I've never had that before. It sounds pretty good, though. There we go. Ah, the farms. Time to go back to Shaquille O'Neal, though, I think. Either that or we could probably camp out here. This area does seem kind of safe. I would just want to be in, like, some kind of upstairs bedroom. CD, sarcastic, suit jacket. There's a lot of interesting stuff in this place. The spawn tables here are quite cool. Electric guitar, military boots, lots of military stuff. Yeah, it's sort of like some kind of military camo short. Like, we found some sort of, like, prepper building. Like, just like a gas station where it was also like an army surplus store. What did I want to stop at over here? The auto shop looked pretty good. I don't think I really want, like, if we were at the if we had military zombies, then I might want to, like, not harm their clothing, but I think I'm okay with still using this axe. Only because who cares if we destroy some of their clothing? The reason I say this is because if you hit zombies with, like, sharp objects, it will ruin their clothes. I guess same thing goes for players, though, like, I haven't done any extensive PvP testing on this. But yeah, like, you definitely destroy their clothes if you do that. Okay, it looks like we might have to do one more shotgun thing. Though I am kind of running low on breath, so honestly, I think the voice of reason is starting to come out in me because that was a little bit, like, impatient of me before, so I think I am just going to go back to either one of these houses or my car and just, like just rest up for a little bit. Is this good? We've got another one. Man, they've really, like, dispersed in here nicely. I think that we moved them around in the other area, so I'm hoping that they kind of group themselves thus. But when we get back, like, they might have dispersed again, so just keep that in mind. It may have been all for naught. Oh, here we go. Close curtains, remove curtains, device options. Let's keep on... Not pause TV. Let's keep on life and living. Just in case if there's still any more programming, because it's still... Okay, yeah, woodcraft! Everybody loves woodcraft. Get my thoughts in order. I feel like the amount of firemen makes firemen... No, these firemen wear foundation makeup. They're good-looking firemen. They're covering up all of their zits on their face. There we go. Trying to protect them from the fire. They don't want to be made fun of by the fire. There we go. Dirty bandage. We still do have actually a goodly number of ripped sheets. Let's go ahead and we'll grab one of those. Let's swap this out. I want to replace this as much as we can. There we go. Medical knowledge while we do this. You can actually use leather strips on that? I did not know that was a thing. Okay. All right, I guess I'll allow that. Are my dirty sheets still there? I'm keeping these leather strips because I could just use them for something else. I guess I should go back to my car and do some better tailoring, to be completely honest. The reason we're probably not bit right now, or I mean, I'd say that we're probably not infected, is because, look, our fireman's jacket is just so great. Except for the entire torso, which we could still be scratched on. But, I mean, in general, this is quite a good item. I should probably swap out to a different one, though. I believe that they were in either this house or one of the other earlier ones. Let's go ahead and check, see if we can find a new fireman's jacket, because this one is clearly not as good. There was one in here, right? I felt like there was, but then I think we actually removed his clothes. And then where do we bring all those back to the Shaquille O'Neal? I believe we did. Yeah, let's go back there. Grab some more of the fireman's gear. I think there also might have been one more that we found back a little bit closer that way. We'll walk over that way for a second. And also, too, how is our character, like, making his way? He's actually got quite a lot of stats up. Again, this is all due to Fast Learner that he's doing so much better. But aiming and reloading. Okay, he's actually quite a good... He's a smooth boy now. He's even getting better at sprinting. Nice. I mean, of course, the fitness thing is really what matters, because sprinting... sprinting is fine, but it just doesn't matter as much as, like, the actual fitness. Okay, here we go. Give me all of those, please. And I just need that one more piece, and now I'm out of here. Okay, now I'm way over encumbered. Hopefully this is making me stronger. How is our own current helmet? I might just need one of these. I'm just going to keep my own helmet. Let's throw the other one on the ground. And then we'll put these two in my bag. Man, I miss moving and being able to transfer inventory items. Why do I feel like that was a thing? Or I can't do that, right? Oh, wait, I can. I can totally do that. Why did I think that wasn't a thing? All right, never mind. I just stand corrected then. I didn't do that before, did I? No, I think I was smarter than that. Right. I am still going to keep running, though, because it is a good idea to get yourself a little bit exerted, like in places where it's safe. Like, I remember one time, the only time that I really appreciably built up a lot of strength and fitness in Zomboid was when I had a character, like, hauling 40 or 50 logs, like, every day that he had to saw down, and he was just totally exhausted. and I did all this time speeding up, and I spent like a week just cutting all the logs for a house. And he actually got like appreciably stronger from doing it. But it was bizarre. Like you so rarely see it, and you would never see it in multiplayer servers, which is usually why they turn up the multiplier on those for like gaining strength and fitness. Maybe it was external inventory. You're right. Perhaps it was that. I think so. There are like different events require that timer though, the countdown. Ever play CDDA? I love CDDA. I just haven't really played it much. Let's see, the firefighter jacket. Okay, so then we'll wear this one instead and take off the other one. The other one just, we got hit in them. I should have checked out the condition too. Actually, our current firefighter pants are pretty good. I just believe it's this one that got, yeah, the condition on this one went down. Still not a totally horrible jacket, but now we want to go ahead and, let's see, we do have the leather strips now. We could go ahead and clean these leather strips in the water.
Smiley face.
Or
Very
use
ambiguous.
like our water bottle. Hey, Ass Bear, thank you very much for the 6 months. Do appreciate that, Ass Bear. What am I most looking forward to in Build 42? I think the basement thing looked pretty cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to the NPCs. I think that's going to get me the most excited. I just kind of like the overall atmosphere of Zomboid, though. I find that when I'm like waiting for a big feature, I don't know. I always kind of thought of it as like a solo experience. I think I played right after they got rid of the NPCs in the game, so I don't really remember them originally. That was back when I started. I remember the first time I played PZ. It is like 11 years ago now, though, that they first... Wasn't it 11 years ago that they first released it? It's a long time. I think I played it 9 years ago. It's crazy that it's still in development. I can't imagine that, like, developing a game. Like kudos to you guys who develop games, because concentrating on one project for that long, like, especially if, you know, like, some people will spend years on a game and then it'll flop. And it's just like, But, like, it's interesting. All right, some people have a wonderful time with the game. Like, they've been developing Zomboid for 10 years or whatever it is. Over 10 years now. All right, my character's tired. So what we're really looking for at this point in time is, like, here we go. We've got to change the bandage again. Might as well. Okay, we don't have bleeding on this. I'm trying to remember if we had it in the first place. Did we even have it? We'll just do ripped sheets again. Dirty rag. We'll throw that on the ground. Okay, so at this point in time, I do believe that we have the... We get the needle and thread, right? Yep, there it is. Thread. Throw that into our inventory, and we have needle. Didn't we take a needle? Yeah, there we go. 2 needles. Let's take one of them. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of tailoring. Okay, so I'm thinking that we'll do it with the... I mean, our hands really aren't very well protected, but there's not much we're going to be able to do there. Let's go ahead and do... It's been a minute since I last did this. Do I do this from this menu again? I'm trying to remember exactly where. Or do I go into the protection menu? Man, I haven't played Zomboid in so long. I haven't played it. Temperature. No, it's not temperature. It's definitely not that. Body response, isolation. Skin temperature, isolation. Yeah, where do I go for it again? I honestly don't even remember. Wow, I haven't played Zomboid in so long that I don't even remember where this inventory is. Inspect the clothing. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, I have to actually go up to the item. Inspect. Oh, yep, that was it. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Zogian. Z0G1AN? Zogian? Is that how I say your name? Thank you very much. Can't be repaired. Oh, whoops. Not the can't be repaired part. That's fine. What we need to do is... Wait a second. What? Do I need scissors for this? I do have the... I swear to God, I thought I had the right items. I've got my leather strips here. I've got my needle. I've got my thread. So how come I can't do this? What am I missing? Let's go ahead and inspect the pants as well. Bite, scratch, bullet. Can't be repaired. Also, oh, you can't actually add strips to things that can't be repaired? Ah, I did not actually know that. That is very unfortunate. Okay, because firefighter jacket and pants are like pretty much one of the most... That's funny that they have that in the game. Maybe they're just already so powerful that it's like... And yet I still got scratched in them. Well, I guess I'm just going to go to bed because I don't really have enough to totally like armor up a set of clothing. You can really reduce your scratch and bite chances if you do it right. I mean, you could still get swarmed, but like that is quite unfortunate. I swear, there must have used to be a way to do it in Fireman's. Maybe that's a good point. Maybe the gloves can be fixed. Yeah, you know what? Of all places to get scratched, that right hand was actually quite vulnerable. See if we can remove the bandage. Okay, we'll disinfect it again, and I don't really think that this speaks to the chances of whether it's infected. It's only if we start to get like anxious and weird stuff like that. And our character doesn't have any other like false zombification traits. So 9:40 p.m. Well, honestly, might even just like hang out and then sleep again, just to see if I'm infected. Let's go ahead and read a book. I'm probably going to read Mechanics Volume 1. Not that I'm going to be able to use it right away, or even tailoring would probably be more immediately useful. Okay, and we'll put some of this on the ground. See, isn't it like... I do like this mod because it kind of lets you, like... I don't like it in Zomboid all the time, how you have to be kind of, like, on your guard. Darn it. Okay, I am in trouble here. Did you hear that? That was a zombie. We should get the hell out of here right now. Except I'm thinking that he's probably stacked up on the door. But I have no way of knowing. So this is the danger of this mod. And if we die right here, I'm gonna be kind of sad because I wouldn't have had any way of knowing this, but I also didn't really account for it. I thought we were safe. Like, ironically, right when I was about to say that we're pretty much safe now. I'm gonna throw these on the ground. I should probably get out of this thing ASAP. Could have been HordeNight, honestly, fair. Though I thought that we had... Oh, you know what? I think that this HordeNight happened tonight. And that was the signal that it was going to be the next night. Could be that. Could be very well. I don't know why I heard a zombie moan back there, but now there's no zombies. Everyone behind the... I will actually shout here, and let's go out onto Dakhil O'Neill. No. Actually, we are safe. Strange. Could be that they spawned on the other seed. Yeah, that is actually quite possible. Because I've never done the HordeNight in this together. Some of these mods might not really be playing very well together, but funny if that were the way. Anyway, let's get back in the van. I do intend to spend the night here reading a book and just enjoying this time with you and me in a van. I wonder what happens if you take a sledgehammer to one of the walls on this thing, because it is sort of like a map that's been spawned. I think that these things are working like the basements, or at least what I was reading about. It's kind of cool the way that they said the basements are actually like randomized or proc gen or whatever it's going to be. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I think it'd be cool if they could do procedural gen on the whole Zomboid map, but also too, like having it be preset is what gives it a lot of its character. So that is quite neat. All right, am I tired yet? I'm hungry. Yeah, are you guys hearing that? I'm definitely hearing like a lot of zombies that I think are on the outside of this thing. I might just get swarmed by zombies if I run into like any other mobile home or something like that. Yeah, there's definitely something going on there. I think they might have spawned for the on the other spot. Okay, so our mods like kind of came into conflict. Anyway, I wanted to keep HordeNight in there as sort of like a persistent threat. It's not really my main focus, but I just wanted something that would keep me like not super complacent. So I am okay with that, but like maybe I should just make it a rule that like on midnight at HordeNight or whenever it is like 8 o'clock on, I have to be outside or something. Because that is a little bit unfair. 6:10 a.m. Okay, I think it's safe to get out of here now. Or watch, I'm just going to be swarmed when I get out. Nope, I wasn't swarmed. Okay, so, I mean, if you don't... the way that it works is basically like it... I guess it spawns another map or something like that when you get into this thing. Into the RV interior. Because otherwise, like, how else would they create it? It's technically not on this map. Which is why I think it wasn't working for Camden, because Camden is totally separate from the, like, Louisville, Knox County map. Just something to keep in mind. Again, like, you know, I'm doing a bunch of mods together that have never been, that are all pretty new and, like, haven't been done together before, I'm pretty sure. Spooky Pasta, thank you very much for the prime. Have I ever met a sexy zombie? What, like the ones in 7 days? You know, I do like the way that the PZ's zombies are randomized. You can always tell one. It would be kind of interesting if some of them had a bit more character, but... Well, actually, you know, I take that back. I think the stories have interesting character. I just wish stories were a little bit more frequent at times. Like, you know, the ones where you can find guys who are camping, or, like, people who are having a party, or, like, people who are watching a football game. Like, some of those... Actually, you know, come to think of it, there is, like, a little bit of sort of... You know, and I'm being a little bit, like, take this with a grain of salt. It's not really procedural generation, but it's some kind of randomization. Like the way that sometimes houses will spawn in barricaded and stuff like that. So there is a good amount of that. I think that we're safe. I don't think that we got bit. Or I don't think that we got... Well, we definitely didn't get bit, but I don't think that we're infected. I mean, knock on wood, but... Yeah. Like, my character is not paranoid. He is panicked, but that's because he's fighting zombies. And generally speaking, it's not that. It's usually anxiety that you get when you're infected. So we good. We good. I'm unofficially declaring it. And if I am, then that's the end of it. Okay, good. Maintenance is rising, too. I'm pretty sure that maintenance applies to firearms as well. Don't quote me on that, but... Maybe another good reason to wait before we really extensively use any, like, especially any very sensitive firearm. Like, shotguns are kind of throwaway, so they're fine. I mean, shotguns are great, don't get me wrong. Like, fantastic weapons in this game, but that's where we're at. Okay, we don't have too much ammo left. That's really not, it's just more of a, like a dinner bell at this point. When I open the map, I appear off in the corner outside normal boundaries. Oh, actually, you know, I didn't think to open up the map when we get back inside of the trailer, but I'll give that a shot. I just thought it was a really interesting mod. Like, that was one of the few things that got me back in. I saw, like, multi-floor trailers that somebody had made. Like, there's this one armored vehicle that they did a separate mod for it, and it's just really neat as a concept. Because PZ's engine is, like, I'm pretty sure it's custom made. I can't remember all the exact specifics about it. But, like, remarkable that there are so many mods for it. I don't really know. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, like, this game started development. I believe it was right before around the time that, like, stuff like Unity was very extensively used. I mean, you know, again, I'm an idiot. It's one of the reasons it seems to run so well, though, I suppose. It's kind of like, you know, the Factorio devs, like, they made their own engine. Didn't they? Again, talking about stuff I know nothing about. Again, probably the majority of this stuff that I've said about, like, game development has some truth to it, but I'm not gonna try to be perfectly right about all the exact specifics, so, you know, do your own research. Okay, here we go. All right, it looks like that they did bunch up. Now, one thing that I do know about the code of PZ, and close your ears if you want to, like, buy into the game a little bit more, because, ooh, I'm actually kind of trapping myself here. This is not good. Okay, I gotta find a way out. Hang on a second. I don't like this at all. I could get up on the roof and then... Actually, I think I will do that. Well, let's wait until they're banging on the door here. Okay, I've kind of gotten myself into a bad situation. This is why I like custom maps, is because I can't always predict where the dead ends are. And, like, it just leads me into situations that I might get cornered and they're a little bit more interesting. So, did we already read all that? We read 96 out of the 220 pages. Thop 0488. Thank you very much for the sub. Victoria does have very intimate knowledge. Oh, okay, so what I do know about... Yeah, so again, you can do your own research. But the one that I do know about Zomboid is this. In Zomboid, the way that... Okay, here we go. The way that zombies... Hey, Hombre, thank you very much for the 5 subs. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Hang on a second. I am in a very dangerous situation. The smart thing to do is jump out the window, so I'm just going to do that. It used to be, like, disastrous to jump from the 2nd floor in Zomboid. But now it's not so bad. Okay, but I am going to... It's a good thing I didn't open that door. Oh, Jesus. Wait a second. I should have unloaded my backpack. That wasn't smart. I did take some damage there. I didn't really think since I wasn't over encumbered. I did a lot of jumping out of windows to try to test this out. Like, I had hundreds of characters die when jumping from windows in Zomboid a while back. But I can't remember any of the results from my experiment. Okay, so what I do know is that every zombie in the game has, like, a group leader, right? That's how they spawn. And then they have one zombie that is, like they all follow them, and they're all attracted to them. So if you accidentally aggro that one zombie, like, the whole group will come toward you. So it is a little bit annoying in the code. Or, like, I find it's not perfectly zombie, because they're all, like... Well, you know... I would like it if the zombies all, like, didn't use the A-star pathfinding algorithm or whatever they use. I would like it if they just came directly toward you, but I can't have all my dreams come true. I wonder if they'll ever implement that in this game, actually. I think that would be really neat. Like, you know the way that zombies will just kind of trip over things in games like Dead Rising or CDDA? I haven't seen that in Zomboid, and I don't know if they ever have plans to implement it. But that's part of what kind of creates the buy-in for me in these games, is, like, just thinking you're going against this mindless horde of mutants. I do. I have fond memories of jumping out of windows and plummeting hundreds of feet to my fictional death, time after time. I swear, some of the links I went to, I made some tip videos a while back, and then I was just like, I'm not really into making tip videos. But, what was I gonna say? They were, like, I had to do some bizarre stuff, because I was going after, like, the weird stuff in the game. Okay, we're actually pretty good here. I do want to do one final test, so I think I am gonna sleep again. Just to make sure that my guy is okay. I'm wondering if the other map despawns when we do this. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit more carpentry. And let's go double check our map, too. Okay, so when I open up the map, it looks like I'm basically in Bedford Falls. Oh no, I'm out in the middle of the water, actually. I am still on the map, but I'm in the middle of the ocean. So I guess that's where these interiors are located. They're like, honestly, that is kind of funny. I have no idea how this works. Maybe we could have, like, a big shotgun ending. Although I told you that we weren't going to do it. That way we could get into the town, you know? Tear down a wall inside of our caravan for science. If I had a sledgehammer, I would. That would be... We could probably do that at the end. That would be quite funny. All right, we'll do, like, a big horde fight. Let's do that. That sounds nice. Who said that idea? Who said that idea? Drive the van into the river. Also quite a good idea. Good ways. Nord of the earrings. Horde of things. Man, you guys are very punny. I'm thinking it would be nice if we were actually able to get into this town. So, you know, we don't really have too much ammunition left in our shotgun, but it seems as though we weren't, like, infected or we weren't zombified from that first person. It looks like the snow is kind of clearing out. And I think it would be a great ending. Well, we did get the firefighter. Do it for the fireman. I think it would be good if we at least got all of these ones out of this urban area. So how many more shots do we have left in this thing? We have 3 left. Do we have any more shells? We do have 2 more shells left after that, so let's add those in. And good, so now we've got a total of, what, 5? So I'll do 1. I kind of want to lead them out gradually. 2. 3. 4. And I believe we have 1 left, and hopefully this will get them all out of town, like very far away. Maybe we can get that other firefighter too. Nope, I'm actually out of ammunition. Never mind. Do as I say, not as I do, and put my baseball bat back on my bat. I think we're gonna do a little bit more shouting out here, hemming and hawing, as they say, and well, probably no one says that anymore, but except of course me. So, quoting myself, self-titled. I mean, this looks like a very neat place to explore Rabbit Hash. I'm liking it so far. For some reason, okay, here we go. We have some car parts. I don't know why I keep throwing myself into dead ends to probably die. There's just something so oddly tantalizing about it. Like Dancing with Death. Dancing with Death, that's it. Okay, this shotgun was quite good. I really liked this weapon, but on the other hand, too, I did almost die because I trusted it a bit too much. I'm thinking probably the next mission that we'll want to do, maybe now that we've kind of gotten ourselves like set up, we have Shaquille O'Neal, we have this area cleared out a little bit more. I would like to explore this town, and maybe we can actually get some of that ammunition out of the Rabbit Hash general store. But I feel like it's kind of a big job, and I would like to save it a little bit for next time. I want to check out a couple more of these buildings, though, before we get kind of to like the spiritual ending here. Because I feel like that while this area is still vacated of zombies, it would be really great if we found like a... Oh, all this candy and jelly beans. Jeez, this is going to be great for gaining weight. It would be nice if we could find like actual tools or a sledgehammer. We've got some licorice. This is reminding me of Sweden again. Practically everything is reminding me of Sweden. Oh, a croissant. That reminds me of when I went to France when I was in Sweden. I didn't do that. I'm lying. I never did that. This must be some sort of eating house. Okay, here we go. Now the good stuff. Okay, actually, this may very well be good stuff. Okay, we found a military surplus store. Nice. Do they have sledgehammers? Because obviously, as you probably already know, the military has exclusively switched its primary fighting stick to the sledgehammer, and all soldiers are required to use exclusively sledgehammers. We're going back to Viking times. I stand corrected. There are, in fact, no sledgehammers in here. Well, that is quite sad. Oh, wait a minute. No, maybe not all hope is lost. Hand axe, regularly. We have enough stuff to start a massive farm, and we could fatten ourselves up through cabbage and potatoes. I actually found that, I believe it had been an old rumor, like an old wives' tale, that, yes, a food hut, if you will. An old wives' tale that, oh, another flag. I don't know. It sounds so, like, strained and confused. Yeah, I want more flags for inside of my creepy van. It's my creepy van. It's mine. And I love it. And look, we could also get like a whatever this is, like some sort of mammal head. Yeah, there we are. Like an elk or a moose or something like that. Hang on a moment. This is time to use my knife. Oh, wait, man, you would have turned around right there. Suffer. There we are. Jeez Louise. Let's have whatever this is. I'm not even sure that this is food. There we go. A granola bar. There we go. Chocolate. They did have good chocolate in Sweden. It's kind of interesting. They have like... I think they had this food called... Is it a lion? It was kind of like a Kit Kat bar. It was good. We don't have those in the U.S. I like your candy. Send some over. Send some over. I was too full to have a gummy bear. Okay, I mean, we kind of got this town cleared out a bit. I guess we'll keep having to go through. And a little bit I was worried that the redistribution was happening too fast, that like this area that we kind of cleared was still kept getting overrun. But now I'm just kind of finding myself making like frequent trips to and from the car. So, I don't know, I guess we could like Oh, people are still falling from there. But for the most part, I mean, this does appear to be pretty cleared. Connect a second caravan to our road train and turn it into a greenhouse. I may actually bring our creepy van away from Shaquille O'Neal. Like, I might park another thing over there because I don't really see why I would need it. I am soaking. I'm literally soaking with sweat too. One thing we might want to do is to get like a set of looting clothes, like sneakers. You do run faster in sneakers. I don't always take the military boots because in general, like, you're better off with the things that you're going to get scratched in because before you know it, you're going to forget. But it wouldn't be bad to get some like athletic attire or something like that. It's neat that you can have different like wardrobes in this game. Did I say like a lot? There we go. I feel like I'm saying like a lot. Yeah, there I go again. Said it twice. Eat because I'm not full anymore. Okay, now I'm going to put up my mounted deer trophy. My administrative flag. How official of me. Wow. Business. I might even have to destroy my bed. Oh, I don't even know what to do. I'm just so overwhelmed by the number of options that I have in front of me. I guess we could put it behind the fridge. All right, that's where it's going. I simply don't have room for a moose head in my house anymore. Okay, I guess I'm just going to put it with the other ones in the drawer. In the oven. Actually, you know what? That would give everybody kind of a scare if they open the oven. I'm sure that I'll accidentally burn that, though, at some point. Who even knows what happens when you have a fire in an internal RV? I'm surprised that he actually had the gumption to put that in there because... like asking someone to make that mistake at some point in the future. But we actually got a decent amount of loot for ourselves. I'll probably do a little bit of organizing of this stuff because it seems as though... I mean, this is where we should be at the end of, like, the first video of a Zomboid series. Like, thoroughly a mess. But I do feel safe. I do feel safe. So I think I'm going to sit on the ground now. I've got my books. I've got the shack. I don't know. I feel like I'm good, guys. I feel like I'm ready for Sweden. Like I'm ready for Sweden. Anyway, this has been interesting. The RV interior mod again. Please do check out the mods. I know I didn't have them in this Twitch stream. They're at the beginning of the Twitch stream, so yeah, they'll be on Twitch for that, but also too on the YouTube description when this does go up as a VOD. Stay tuned because we are gonna send somebody else a raid. But yeah, I think good to be back in Zomboid. We'll probably do a little bit of this. I just want to see what it's like living in a van, and I think it would be a fun. I think it'd be a fun, chill, kind of relaxed series to do. But also too, like not some big video, and I wanted to try it. I might do a video on it, but we'll see. Yes, Sweden, which is of course located in France.